You know, you know, your game means very little when it's an AFC North matchup. Not on a Thursday night, not on a Saturday night, but at 1 o'clock on a Sunday, that's on Fox. Like CBS said, nah, man. It's wild. All right, well, let's do this, man. Last time this year, we might as well do it. Why not? Ain't nothing better to watch on TV right now, right? So let's do it. And we'll talk about all the stuff going on with the Browns eventually in this stream. We'll get to it. No problem, man. Appreciate y'all being here for a whole season. Browns won the toss. They defer. Talked about the win, so Chase McLaughlin needed a holder on the opening kickoff. Chris Evans back deep for the Bengals. Takes it at the 5. Evans out across the 25. Nice return, setting up good field position for Brandon Allen. We don't know if Baker's staying. To be honest with you, we have no idea who the quarterback's going to be next year. Like, at this point, we have no idea. You know, you could talk to LA Rams fans. They thought Jared Goff was coming back at this time last year. They was having the same conversation, so we have no idea. Ray Rag says, let's hope we can have fun today. Yeah, let's do something.
Franchise record. Yes, no doubt. One of the impact players. Watched him all season long. The way that he's able to gain those yards after catch, everything.
Wonder how long they're gonna let Jamar Chase play.
Like,
is he just in there to get a record or something?
Those two outstanding defensive ends, Jadeveon Clowney and Myles Garrett, on the other side, looking to shut down P-Ryan in the run game.
Well, they got 1-on-1 right there.
Second down and 8. This is Evans up the middle. Out to the 40-yard line. It will be third down and 4 for the Bengals on their opening possession. Cincinnati with a record of 10-6. They've clinched the division, can finish anywhere between the number 2.
It'd be nice if we could have spoiled something, you know what I mean? We can't even do that.
And they earned it. They really did. Had a tremendous win against the Kansas City Chiefs. They won their last 3. Browns have lost 3 in a row.
Oh, wow.
Play clock winding down. Penalty markers on third down.
Off until the 75. 5-yard penalty. Still third down.
Isaiah Prince, the right tackle.
It's going to be, what, a 3rd and 9?
Isaiah Prince, understanding the tall task. Jadeveon Clowney, the healthiest he's been in a while. Had a really good season. Actually, was a
Browns have all their healthy starters in except for Baker.
That tells you what kind of season he's had alongside Myles Garrett. And I really believe that upped Myles Garrett's game because you just can't slide the protection to his side. You have to worry about Jadeveon Clowney as well. Jamar Chase, top of your screen, on third down and 10. Allen looking for Chase. It's incomplete.
All right, let's see this offense.
Will punt it away. And you can see they want to get Jamar Chase involved in the offense early. And you know what? That's really good discipline. A.J. Green sitting there, not fighting on that first move inside, breaks it back outside. And that's good defense. And, you know, smartly, Brandon Allen doesn't force the issue, just throws the ball away, punt the football, live for another down. Punter Kevin Huber, matching a franchise record, 207th career game with Cincinnati.
Oh, he's got some space here if he can get away.
He didn't get away. Chase is 44 yards away from the rookie record. Thank you for that, Ray Rags. That's why he's playing.
Yeah, Stanley Morgan, nice tackle. That's where you need to show up on film. Stanley Morgan.
I wonder how long they're going to give him to get that.
A lot today. And
you know?
Well, he didn't get any catches or anything, but this is how.
Like, if you don't get it in the first half, you got to stop.
Flip the field, force the Browns to go the long, hard way, man. That's good football.
You got Nick Chubb in there.
Browns start from their 29 with Case Keenum at quarterback, Chubb in the backfield.
Hey, you got you don't got it. Okay, good job.
First down, and Felton takes it out to the 35 for a gain of 6. Keenum started back in Week 7 against Denver, came away with a victory, his 64th career start. His best season back in 2017 with Minnesota. 11-3 during the regular season, and then the Minneapolis Miracle postseason victory over the Saints.
That's right. Took them all the way to the NFC Championship. They lost that game to Philadelphia. But Case Keenum has had some success in the NFL.
2nd and 5, straight drop. Throws it to Chubb. Chubb's going to muscle forward for a couple. It's going to be about a 3rd and 3.
2 yards shy of a first down, so a 3rd and 2 coming up for the Browns. Chubb, outstanding season.
Let me go set that up real quick.
In rushing, trailing only Jonathan Taylor of the Colts. And the Bengals, Joe Mixon.
And I love Nick Chubb. He'll be quick to talk about his offensive line, in particular Joe Antonio, 4th consecutive Pro Bowl. And then, of course, you have Ricardo Allen, who wants to be a coach someday. Does a really good job. And Chidobe Awuzie, he's just been absolutely outstanding for the defense.
They're going to go with a toss wide, and Chubb's going to be stopped. Go for it. Why not? I will go for it. I'm playing this game like I'm playing Madden.
What I love to see, young linebackers.
It don't matter, dog.
Right angle. Instead of trying to outrun him to the sideline, use the sideline as your friend, and you get north and south. So you take the right angle the way he did, and you track down and Nick Chubb, stop that play, and then force a punt. That is as good as it gets.
They're going to punt.
Position.
And he kind of went off his foot. All right. Not going to lie, this week we're going to look at other games while we on commercial. We're going to, let's see, is it Pittsburgh, Baltimore, what they doing? It's blacked out, so I got to go on the YouTube TV to check that out. All right, man, we'll see what's up with this Colts game.
It's free.
I'm going to see if I can switch to this YouTube TV on here and get that game going. I mean, we're gonna try the Sunday ticket. Well, we're gonna try the red zone. I need to upgrade to the red zone package. You know what I mean? Just so I can switch to that during commercial. Oh, Tyler Huntley just got stripped, but he got the ball back. Nah, Steelers got the ball. Browns back from this commercial break yet? Nope. Shut up.
It's a tradition unlike any other. The Masters. This April on CBS. What goes on inside the mind of an NFL kicker?
The purpose of this ball is to, send it to the moon with my foot.
60 Minutes tonight on CBS.
Live at 8 Eastern on Fox.
Today's game is sponsored by Burger King. Get the $5 your way meal with a double Whopper Jr.
Bengals head coach, they want to combine 6 games over the
It's
first
rough.
2 years, but this season, Jonathan, 10
It's rough.
and a division title.
Trust the process is an understatement. And Zach Taylor, what I really love is he immediately talked about the players they brought in. See the graphic, plus .422 increase, but he immediately talked about the players that he brought in, the free agent signing, the culture that he.
All right, man, let's get to the game. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
And he was so happy about all the guys, offensively and defensively, that were able to set the tone for this season.
Jamar Chase, bottom of your screen, right behind Stanley Morgan, needs 10 yards, set a franchise record. This is Chase on first down. Here he goes, and this will do it.
That got him it.
He eclipses Jack Johnson's single-season record, dated 24.
Oh, that wasn't a rookie record. That was an actual record. Good for him, man. He's been having a hell of a year.
One defender, you have 2 guys there, get the nice block. You have Stanley Morgan, again, showing his work. Gets a nice block, goes out there, and then Jamar Chase does the rest.
Yeah, and that's going to be it for Jamar Chase, I would imagine.
This is something special, man. Love watching him play football.
There'll be no more Jamar Chase for this game.
Field, top of your screen,
Wow, they're going to keep him in.
10 from the Browns, 48 off the hand.
And they're going to throw that to him? Man, I would not do that, dog.
Still on the field.
Why would you want Jamar Chase to be out on the field taking hits? And then why would you throw him a pass where he can only get hit?
Wants to get him out of there, and sure enough, we see him jogging to the sideline. That might be the last.
Yeezy says Panay Sewell was still the better pick.
Excuse me.
I don't think so. But yeah, I think they got the right guy.
Bengals record just phenomenal. Now, he deserves it. He is a great guy, great competitor, outstanding athlete.
Second down and 10. This is Evans. Now Chase also closing in. There is a flag on the all-time rookie single-season record set back in 1960.
Holding. Officer 75.
Appreciate the super chat, Yeezy.
Penalty. Repeat first down.
But Zach Taylor told us the team record was the priority.
That's correct. There's Chad Johnson, Mr. Ocho Cinco himself. Phenomenal athlete in his own right, and then of course Jamar Chase. What I love about him is that he does a lot, not just deep ball, not just intermediate, he does a lot of literally everything.
Second and 20 here for the Bengals.
Taking the distance. He'll obviously get the jump ball, those one-on-ones, and Joe Burrow, he didn't mince words. He's like, look, if he's out there deep somewhere, one-on-one, F it. I'm throwing the ball to him.
And that was Burrow's exact quote.
Yes.
Second down and 20. Allen over the middle.
Good tackle, Jay, okay?
Looking out for more on Jamar Chase. Lindsey.
Yeah, Kenny, I had a chance to talk to Joe Burrow this week. And
Get him off the
he
field,
said
baby.
that even though they've been together so long and go to college, he said,
By the way, man, this game, man, if you're going to make it sit through this Browns, it cannot be a defensive struggle, man. It really cannot. Jalen Russell says, I heard you, I think you said you don't really root for anybody, also in the playoffs, but what teams would you root for? Not going to lie, when the Browns are out, I root for Tom Brady. I don't root for like specific teams. I root for storylines in specific years. You know what I mean? I think the Bengals are a pretty good story. Like, I would want them to get out the first round at the very least, so I would be rooting for them to win their playoff game. You know, who else would, I don't think anybody else in the AFC is a particularly good story. But, you know, if there's a good story that emerges, I usually root for that. It's kind of how I go with college football. I root for certain stories. This year, I was rooting for Cincinnati to be able to go to make the playoffs, you know, in the college football playoff, because I wanted a non-Power 5 school in there. You know, I root for the underdog, the good story. If there is one, you know, I'll go for it. It's kind of how I do basketball, too, when the Cavs aren't good.
It's true. Remember when we first called that Bengals Packers game? Every time I watch it, feeling like, God, this guy is good.
By the way, this is only going to be a defensive struggle. I just thought about it. It's Brandon Allen and Case Keenum out there. Oh, boy. We are in for a fun 2 hours. A fun 2 hours. We got to figure out a way to make this funner. All right, man. Let's switch around. Let's jump around. Let's see what's going on. Let's see the score. The Jaguars are up in Indy. Yeah, both the Ravens and the Steelers need that game for the Steelers or the Ravens to make the playoffs. They need Jaguars to win that game. I've talked about the Rappaport report all morning on my Twitter. And look, reports are what they are right now. The ideal is that they're saying that they're going to bring back Baker right now. That can change, though, depending on who becomes available. The reports were that Matt Stafford wasn't going anywhere at this point of the year. The reports were that Jared Goff wasn't going anywhere. Not saying that they're lying, but, I don't think they're closed off to potential suitors or potential options for upgrade at quarterback. And the real conversation with Baker Mayfield is, because whether you like Baker or not, you have to admit the floor is an issue, right? The floor has been an issue for 2 seasons, right? 2019, that floor was in hell. The team went to hell. 2021, the floor was in hell. The team went to hell. Whether you want to attribute the floor for other reasons, you know that the floor is there with Baker Mayfield, and it's much lower than you would want it to be. So the real question with Baker Mayfield you have to ask is, are you willing to sacrifice some of his ceiling to get somebody with a higher floor? And do you think you can get somebody with a high enough floor to win the Super Bowl with? I think those are real questions. And I think people who have a high enough floor that you can win with will be available. And if you're going to make that move, you got to be 100% ready to make that move. You can't be hesitant. So we'll see what they do, man.
Browns and Bengals scoreless. The NFL regular season has come to a close, but you still have a chance at $100,000 playing Fox Super 6. Scan the QR code now. Enter the season finale contest for your
Are the Cavs playing right now?
Jerry's money. Download the Super 6 app and play for free.
All right, Rex. Rex said, I'm getting some jerk chicken. I get 2 sides. Should I get mac and cheese, fries, fried okra, yam? You should get mac and cheese and yams. Mac and cheese and yams. I'm team mac and cheese and yams. Thank you for considering me into this, and thank you for the super chat, Rex. But mac and cheese and yams, go ahead and get that. Where you getting it from, too?
Really good years with Minnesota. Coached very well. Always loved the way that it was very sound.
Oh, the Cavs play tonight.
The offense was set up.
It's Chubb, and he will lose 3.
Well, man, we already got negative yards on offense. Let's go, Browns. Who the Cavs play tonight? Yeah, I don't get Bally Sports on my cable package, so I don't know who the Cavs play tonight. It's hard to keep up with them. Oh, the Warriors? Clay coming back? Well, I might have to get that NBA Game Pass or whatever they call it, League Pass. How much is it for one team? Is it like $40 a month or something like that? Oh, it's on NBA TV. I can watch it. Hold on. When we hit the next commercial break, I'm going to add that to my library so I make sure I watch it. Let's go.
Bucks, the Chiefs, of course, we just saw them last night. The Cowboys, all of them, yes, have a good running game. They can do that. They are efficient, but you have to get the ball downfield in the passing game as well.
You think Darius Garland going to make the playoffs? I mean, not the playoffs. You think Darius Garland going to make the All-Star game? Brandon says fried okra, Rex. Get rid of the goddamn ball, Case. Oh, you going to run it. Thank you for that super chat, Brandon. Yeah, I'm going mac and yams, boy.
Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, my family from the South, so that might be different for you.
Now you see what Case Keenum sees. Everyone is locked down. You got guys falling down in the secondary, and as soon as he gets that open space, like he did in Minnesota days when he had a lot of success, take what the defense gives you and then get down, look for another play.
You have to love Case Keenum's attitude. We spoke to him earlier this week. He said, hey, this is the NFL. We have a ton to play for. We're playing a kid's game. I'm motivated by the name on the front and the back of the jersey. Keenum under pressure, and that pass a bit short, intended for Jarvis Landry.
Look, when he said that, Kenny, it resonated.
Is Baker Mayfield on the sidelines?
This is what we dreamed of when we were little kids, to play in the NFL. That
Or is Baker not there? His surgery ain't for a couple weeks. Is he on the sidelines? Anybody know? Anybody get that report? Is he on the sidelines? Rex said I did the mac and okra. Also went 5-on-5 on Spice. I respect it. I respect it.
He told us he likes the taste in his mouth after a win. He said the food tastes better, the music sounds better. Right there. 44, gang. Your food tastes better after a win?
When I won the Super Bowl, yes.
Chubb fouled up. It's
Nick Chubb got like 5 rushes for 2 yards.
Hey, look at that. Hey, he's doing handstands, getting knocked around, still having fun. Even before the game, you saw him go back into the locker room. He's running all over the place. He's full of energy. You love to have guys like that on your team.
All right, Franklin says win draft pick 16, draft pick 7. I mean, that's if everything goes your way, you could get 7. If everything goes against you, you get 16. But Brown's probably gonna be around like 12 or 12. Brown's probably gonna be around 10 or 12. Anthony Schwartz is straight trash, bro. Just straight garbage this year. He shouldn't be on the field.
Schwartz gotta have that one back.
He's a young
It
guy.
was a perfect design by the offense. They had the blitz coming from the top side.
To me, Baker's floor is too damn low to trust again. This team is too talented to have a QB whose play is that volatile. I agree 100%. It's the floor that gives me the concern. You can tell me, hey, man, his ceiling's going to be so much higher next year because he gets healthy. But I'm like, man, what if it goes wrong again? What if he gets hurt again? And we have to deal with that floor again. It's not worth it to me, to be honest with you, right? Like, that floor is troubling. Ooh, nice tackle, Mac.
At the 19, 56-yard punt. Bengals, Browns, scoreless in Cleveland.
Son, it's time we had the talk. No.
I don't think that's true that we could get all the way up to 7 because what? Did Denver lose? Denver lost, right? So we can't jump ahead of Denver. We beat Denver. And if Minnesota loses, and we can't jump them, so that means we can maybe get 9 or 10. I think we only get 10. Yeah, we can't get 7. Because we had the tiebreaker over like 3 teams in front of us. Yeah, so it's like 10, and then the highest you could probably get, because Baltimore or Pittsburgh, you're going to have equal or less than wins than them, because one of them's got to lose today. It's probably like 14. Yeah, it's like 10 to 14's the spread. Yeah, it's not like 7 to 6. That's ridiculous, yo. Do I have Spectrum? I don't know, man. Get that damn Bally's channel. Like, why did they switch to that? That's so dumb. Is that what Sports Time Ohio is now? I don't know. Whatever they did with the Cavs TV deal was stupid. It's a Dan Gilbert decision. That's why I don't like Dan Gilbert. He makes terrible decisions. Somebody said Sam Howell. Sam Howell. You want Sam Howell. DB Dog says, do I think Baker's floor can be reset? There would be nothing that would give that impression to me, to be honest with you. I have seen nothing that would make me think that his floor can be reset. Like, maybe in this offseason, if he gets like a throwing coach and really works on his footwork and like shows that he's going to commit to just fixing his mechanics, sure. But he has that injury to recover from all offseason, so he's probably ain't going to do all that. So, no, I don't think the floor is going to be any higher than what it is right now. There's no reason to believe that. The thing that changed with Josh Allen, because Josh Allen's had this volatile floor problem that Baker did, was Josh Allen spent a whole year just obsessed with getting better. And he got better. And now his floor is much higher than what it was, right? And his ceiling is still his ceiling, you know? I think Josh Allen did that after he had the labrum year, right? Was that after Josh Allen's labrum year where he had that crazy offseason that everybody gave credit to, like, Brian Dable to? Even though it was Josh Allen that did that. You know, for Baker's Florida rise, it would take him to do stuff that he has not exhibited that he does. Right? This is a dude who's told people he doesn't want to do a throwing coach because he don't got nothing to work on that side. So we'll see.
Bengals could still get the number 2 seed with a win over the Browns and Titans loss, and either a Bills win or a loss.
Rex Fortune says, how much longer are people going to be crying about the Guardians? I don't know. How long did people cry about Jacobs Field being Progressive Field? Was it like 10 years? Like, people still whine about it, but like now it's like, yeah, be quiet. It's Progressive Field now. It's going to be that same amount of time. People are just going to cry about it until they, you know what I mean? People love to complain about change just because it's different. You know what I mean? That's just what people going to do. Not judging people who do it, but people just going to do it.
Rest some of my starters, rest some of my players, as opposed to trying to wait during the week. Because as fans, you're saying, well, why did he go for it? Go for it. You have a chance.
B Apple, can you talk about our linebacker room? Who do you think is sticking around, leaving? What skills do you think the linebacking room needs to address? They don't need to address nothing. They got JOK. They're going to be all right. You can put anybody next to JOK. Man, if Jacksonville actually beats the Colts,
Colts able to win. Getting back to the Bengals, Jonathan, had Denver beaten Kansas City yesterday, they did lead that game in the fourth quarter. If the Broncos held on to win, then the Bengals would have had a chance at the top seed.
Rex Fortune says I was a fan of them becoming the Commodores so we could be a Lionel Richie tribute baseball team and play easy after every win. Hey, man. As long as they in Cleveland, I don't care what they called. Like, that was the thing I didn't get. When people mad, I'm like, as long as they stay here, they could be, you know, like, would you care if they were the Minnesota Indians? You know what I mean? Like, that would probably hurt more than them being the Cleveland Guardians. That was my whole thing. As long as they got Cleveland in front of it, does it really matter? The Cavs can change their name today. I wouldn't care. I'm like, okay, the Cavs are called what now? The Cleveland Johnsons? All right, let's go, Johnsons. Let's get it.
We're down to 10 for Brandon Allen and the Bengals. Split backs. They must get to the 43.
Like, when you think about it, almost every sports team name is pretty stupid. Like, are there Bengals in Cincinnati? But they called the Bengals. Browns named after a dude that owns the other team. The Ravens name actually makes sense. Pittsburgh Steelers name, they stole their name from a company, like from a steel company that did not own, well, I think they did own the team at the time. But could you imagine that? Their name is a company name, bro. They could easily be the Pittsburgh Walmarts. Be honest with you, they about to change the Washington football team's name to the Admirals, and I've gotten too used to calling them the football team. I'm like, the Admirals, that'll make sense. I call them the football team. Every name, every sports name, man, makes no sense. Almost every sports team name almost makes no sense. Why are there so many teams in baseball named after socks? That's dumb. They should change those names. The White Sox, the Red Sox, the Blue Jays. That's not a sock, but we just seem to put a color in front of a descriptor and then just say that.
Just like low rates from Rocket Mortgage give you an edge when refinancing. When you need a
I ain't never seen no bear. Well, no, bears do exist in Chicago.
This is the move right here. Boom. Boom.
My turn. My bag of chips.
I think we have different definitions of sharing.
That's something you can me about.
So generous.
What says love better than something you can chew on? Use your message.
Sly Shez, shout out to the defense of this year. Yeah, defense has been great, man. Can't complain about how this defense played, especially at the end of the season, man. Gotta love it. Anything interesting happened in this Steeler game? Let me go check it out. Rex says minor league baseball hasn't figured out. They just go dumb. Akron Rubber Ducks, Rocket City Trash Pandas, Birmingham Sock Puppets, Montgomery Biscuits. Yeah, it's an experiment. How ridiculous can we make this name that you're going to get used to? And I promise you, if they change the Montgomery Biscuits name, people in Montgomery going to be mad about it. Oh, man, we the Biscuits. We've been the Biscuits since day one.
Back in Cleveland, during the commercial break, Hall of Famers Marion Motley and Bill Willis honored by the Browns with family members on hand. Both were signed.
Well, I mean, in an act of cruel irony, we knew that we weren't going to be playing our starters this week at the beginning of the season. We just thought it was going to be for a completely different reason. Look, yeah, we could name a team the Cleveland Red Lakes. And I think we would get used to it if we called a team the Cleveland Red Lakes. Let's go. The Red Lakes. Have a fire-like dragon coming out the lake as is. That's fire, bro. They should change the Lake Erie Monsters name to the Red Lakes if they go to that. Oh, DPJ? Get loose.
That's a 22-yard pickup, biggest play of the day for the Browns.
And down to Jones is a big play waiting to happen.
When I say Red Lake, I'm referring to the fire on the lake.
The NFL does a really good job getting downfield, and you can tell as a punt returner and at the wide receiver position, he is very, very explosive.
Uh-oh, flea flicker. What? What? Why did we do all that work just to throw a screen?
For Browns, aside from the center, touched the ball on that play.
Yeah, like they trying a little trickery.
That had to be a check down, right? That had to be a check down. I'm just going to assume that was a check down. Okay. Okay, they were trying to hit Austin, and he was wide open, and nobody threw the ball.
I think he just wasn't used to being so open. He starts looking around like, well, did Jones get the ball? What's going on? Man, I would be stuck and say, I would have turned around like, pass me the ball.
Second down and 2. And Chubb picks up another Cleveland first down.
Bruh, see, that right there is why Austin Hooper got to go. He got open one time this whole year, and he didn't know what to do. That's peak Austin Hooper. That is such peak Austin Hooper.
The win over the Bengals back in week 9.
Yeah, Nick Chubb against the Bengals.
Austin Hooper was like, I'm open? What is this? What is this? Why am I open? I'm never open.
That's what I love. He's so compact.
Let me go find somebody to cover me.
230, built low to the ground, and he wants to punish the safety. When he gets into that open field, he's looking for contact.
Hey, kick in! Turbo's up! Second down and 7. Chubb inside.
There you go, Nick.
First down and more to the Bengals 26-yard line. Chubb gains 14.
Yeah, now watch the patience of Chubb as he gets the ball. He's going to set up the blocks. He gets to the outside, makes one guy miss, and as I said, he starts looking for contact. when he gets into the secondary.
Play action. Keenum, Lamb,
Oh, we got it.
inside the 5 to the end zone.
Hey.
Jarvis Landry.
That might be Jarvis's last touchdown as a Brown.
This is beautiful, Kenny. All set up by the run game. And then you look at Jarvis Landry. He's going to go up.
Brown's Twitter is going to be something this offseason. Wide receiver preferences, quarterback debate, Pete Smith versus people who don't understand math. Yep. It's another year as usual in Brown's Twitter.
Young receivers coming up. Take a look at how he ran that route. It was very smooth, waiting for those holes to open up. He gets there, gets a touchdown.
Somebody reported the stream?
The extra point is good. Jarvis Landry, 5-time Pro Bowler.
Is that somebody else's stream you talking about?
Ball to the ground. Landry in. 8-second touchdown this season.
Sneakerhead says, in my opinion, to move on from Baker would be really rash and emotional decision after a disappointing season. After the Week 6 re-injury, our season was over. Yeah, I mean, it is I don't think it's a rash decision. I mean, like, it would be rash if this was Baker's first bad year. This is his second. His second out of 4. You got to consider that. This is not like, hey, he had a bad year, get rid of him. This is the second time we've had high expectations for this year, and quarterback play has been one of the reasons we didn't reach it. Not all the reason, but one of the reasons. You can't ignore that. I mean, in the fourth quarter stuff this year, that's just hard to live with. The last drive stuff this year by him, hard to live with. I think he's had like 3 game-winning drive attempts, and they've all ended in interceptions. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but there was a Kansas City one where he threw the interception. There was the Green Bay one where he threw the interception. And I don't think last week you had a chance to win that game, but there was 2 final drives where you had a chance to win the game. But, I think he even threw an interception late in that fourth quarter against Pittsburgh. Like, there has been a lot of those this year, far more than what he has done good in those final drive situations. You have to factor in all of this. You know what I mean? I disagree with this take, Big Daddy Dubs, who says, I'm upset Q should have sat Baker after the Texans game. No quarterback in the world is getting sat out for the year because of a dislocated shoulder, and that's what he had against the Texans, a dislocated shoulder. You play with that. And if you don't, you lose the respect of the locker room as a quarterback. So he had to play through that. Couldn't do that. Maybe you could say after the Cardinals game where he re-injured it and it got torn fully, you can maybe make that argument that he shouldn't have played. But, he wants this reputation as a tough guy. He's got to live with what he put out on the field. He can't have it both ways. You want to be tough, you got to play well. Ray Rag says, people only remember Modell for moving the Browns, but he's the one that ran Jim Brown. Oh, yeah. Art Modell is terrible. He ran Jim Brown out of town. He ran Paul Brown out of town. You know what I mean? He's the dude who signed Andre Rison to a contract that he could not afford, so he had to put out more debt to sign him, and then that debt's why he had to leave the team. He fired Bill Belichick. He lucked into everything he got in Baltimore because Bill built it there, but let's not act like Art Modell is some kind of Hall of Fame owner. Yeah, the Art Modell's ineptitude as a businessman and as a owner in the NFL is why the AFC North exists as it is today. The Cleveland Browns, this incarnation of the Cleveland Browns exists because he moved the team to Baltimore. Clearly, the Baltimore Ravens exist because he moved the team to Baltimore. And the Cincinnati Bengals exist because he decided to fire Paul Brown.
Allen handing off to Travion Williams. Grant Delpit coming up to make the stop.
That's ineptitude. Like, Jimmy Haslam is bad. Jimmy Haslam ain't create an entire damn division. Sneakerhead said, let's not forget all the broken bones in the shoulder. He had a fractured bone in his shoulder. He did not have a broken bone. And like people make these injuries way worse than it is. Now people are just saying whatever. He had a broken toe. He had regular injuries this year. And honestly, if you look at Clowney's injury report, if Clowney told you all the injuries he had, if Miles told you all the injuries he had, if everybody else on this team told you all the injuries they had, it would look pretty similar. Everybody that's playing football on the NFL level is playing hurt. All of these lose. Myles Garrett has had a bad hamstring for 3 weeks. He's out here in a meaningless game. Everybody's hurt, man. Everybody's hurt. But if you out there, you get judged on what you do. That's how it works. We can't make exceptions for one person. Rex Fortune with the $5 Super Chat says, if Art wasn't dumb, the Browns would have had Ozzie Newsome and Bill Belichick as head coach and GM, setting up long-term success. Yeah, probably. A fracture. It's a fracture. They classify a fracture differently from a broken bone. If you fracture your wrist, you don't break your wrist. It's not clean broken. It's a fracture. They use the two words differently. DB Dog says this season was bad for Baker, but he does get all the blame for his first bad season. I think the lack of an offensive scheme has something to do. There's always going to be something that has something to do with it. Nobody is saying it's 1,100% on Baker Mayfield, but it's not 0% not on Baker Mayfield. It's not 10. Like he has a significant portion of blame for the bad seasons that he has put up. Like that is on Baker. And the question with him is we have 4 years of evidence with him. 2 years that are pretty good. 2 years that are really bad. Is that floor that we have exhibited worth putting up with the ceiling? I don't think the ceiling has been high enough over those 2 years to justify the floor. Oh my God, Carson Wentz just fumbled. The Jaguars might actually win that game. And again, is Baker Mayfield the only player in football that gets hurt? Aaron Rodgers out there about to win the MVP with a broken toe. You don't see him like, oh man, I sucked this year because my toe was broken. Ben played a whole year with a messed up elbow. Like Ben has played so many years injured and put up great numbers. Stud quarterbacks can play injured. Lamar Jackson been playing injured. The team was 8-3 before he got hurt. I'm sorry. This is the NFL, man. Maybe in high school or college, I'll be more lenient. But in the NFL, if you out there, standard is a standard. You got to produce. Ain't no excuse if you ain't going to produce. Because we don't got time. We got contracts we dealing with. Money that we dealing with. Myles Garrett ain't going to be in his prime but so long. I'm not going to waste that gambling on some dude who everything got to be perfect with him and everything around him. Wow, that man sacked himself. Clowney get it, yeah. Hey, can Clowney get double digits?
That pressure started with the man right there celebrating the Davian Clowney. They actually moved him down to the inside.
Okay, there are different degrees of fractures. They said that was a fracture if you snap your leg in half, then that was a fracture, I guess. But I don't think Baker Mayfield broke his collarbone in half and played with it. I really don't. That's not. We're assuming that these injuries are the worst version of these injuries. And nothing about him would suggest that it was that bad. And again, when it was that bad for him after the Cardinals game, they did bench him until he was medically cleared. He got medically cleared, y'all. That's the thing. He didn't go out there on his own will. He was medically cleared. That's another thing. We're giving a lot of excuses to injury for a dude who was medically cleared to play. Unless you want to accuse doctors of malpractice, I don't know where we can go from that. And if the play were slightly worse, I would have been able to like buy it. Okay, but the play was like so bad this year, y'all. Like it was really, the offense was one of the worst offenses in football this year. We cannot ignore that. Rex Fortune says Ben went to a Super Bowl in a walking boot. Kenny Omega defended his belt with a messed up shoulder. One of the Lucha Bros has a broken arm bent in the wrong direction. People can go through injuries. I respect you fitting AEW in there, man. I respect you fitting it in there, but yo, look, the standard is the standard. And I find very few cases in which people excuse a quarterback's play for injury in which people were right about that quarterback's play being bad only because of that injury. Most quarterbacks who are good still play to a respectable level when they're injured and out there. Oh, Steve C said he wasn't defending Baker. I was clearing the air. All right. I'm just saying, man. We don't have these arguments about quarterbacks that could get healthy after injury for guys who are actually good. Like it's always due to like, you know, might be okay.
But that was a team effort. The offense,
I want Baker to be good, but like at this point, I can't live with the floor.
good.
Was that Baker? Let me go back.
Football. That's what caused all the saves.
First and 10, 42-yard line, the quick out to Lucas Jones. As we head down and
I think this is a little bit unfair to Baker, but I'll read it. Van L. Jackson says Baker has one winning season in 4 years. He chose to play injured. He's not top 20. Okay, I can agree with that. And anything is too short, too slow. Can't read a defense. He's not the guy. I mean, I'm not going to get too into detail on that one. The one winning season, I will give him the reasoning of the team was like awful before he got here, right? They had won like 3 games. So like the one winning season is a little bit more excusable. But I mean, the rest of that stuff's kind of true. I don't know if his issues are because he's short or are because of stuff that he does specifically. Dearness Johnson with a nice run here. Yeah. It's just, do you want to live with that floor, man? We have seen 2 seasons ruined by his floor. That's my whole thing with Baker. We have seen 2 seasons ruined by his floor. Not all because of his floor, but his floor has definitely been a part of these 2 bad years that we have had. Do we want to risk living through a third? Trying to get to the highs? I just can't justify it.
second down and 2. This is Schwartz.
Did he get it?
Lindsay.
Well, Kenny,
Yeah, maybe if you can't, you can absolutely not get anybody whose floor is higher than Baker Mayfield in the offseason. Maybe you got to bring them back. Why in the world, Rex? I want to ask you a serious question. And chat, y'all can answer this too. Chat, Google Jade Cargill. Google Jade Cargill and tell me if that's something that scares you. And it don't scare me. It definitely does not scare me. It delights me. Google Jade Cargill right now, chat. I want to see what y'all reaction is. All right, we got like 5 running backs out there. Gonna throw it. Hey, he got it. And he caught it. There you go, Juice. Yeah, Jade Cargill is not scary to me. That is a beautiful woman. Is that a targeting? They're going to call targeting?
Let's take a look.
Some of y'all sound dumb. I'll put you in timeout for that. What are you talking about? You sound dumb.
You see, he gets up from that, shows everyone how tough he is. Took a shot.
Like, I've never seen people like justify a quarterback's issue to like, oh, it was this small thing wrong with their throwing motion. It's like, that is never applicable. Rex Fortune says in a Futurama death by, oh goodness gracious, Rex, I know what you're referencing. He's referencing the Amazon episode of Futurama.
Getting himself ready for that, and
This is a family stream, sir.
coaches respect him. He's just been such a good addition for this Bengals defense.
Oh, the Ernest, baby. And again, ask yourself this question. People are saying, oh, this went wrong with Baker. That went wrong with Baker. This went wrong. Ask yourself, do you think Baker Mayfield's a robust enough player or has a robust enough shot-out touchdown to D'Ernest Johnson? Good for him. But do you think to yourself that Baker Mayfield has a robust enough playing style, body, or whatever it is, throwing motion with him, that is worth gambling on long term? Because again, if we're talking about this thing going wrong with him, that thing going wrong with him, right? It seems like Baker Mayfield in his play is like a tightly wound watch. And if one cog goes wrong on it, the whole thing stops working. Is that something that you really want to rely on? Is that something that you want to put next season on? That's a question. I've given my answer. Y'all know how I feel. I'm done with the whole thing. Look, I've seen enough to know that I don't want to go long term with them. But I want to know y'all answer, man. Shout out Chase McLaughlin making kicks.
Ernest Johnston into the dog pound. 14-0 Browns.
Can I ask you a question? Am I out of focus?
You're fine.
Yeah, but I think
I'll get to that in 1 second. Trying to set up something for this week for y'all. All right, man. Chris Gustafaro says, you think someone picks up D'Ernest Johnson to be their number one back next year? Probably, man. He's a baller, bro. D'Ernest is a baller, man. He a really good running back, of course. Why not? Why wouldn't somebody pick up D'Ernest Johnson? I would. If I were a team looking for a running back, he's smart, great vision. He can hold it down, man. You give him 20 carries, he's going to be solid. He might not lead the league in rushing yards, but he's good. You get him paired up with like a speed guy, you know, maybe you got like a bigger back too to throw in that rotation as the third guy. D'Ernest could be the first head in a three-headed monster. Absolutely. You just got to be careful with what you put around him. But yeah, man, D'Ernest, why not, man? Why not give him money? Ray Rag says, I think Landry has touched the ball more in the last. That's not fair. Landry had a 100-yard game, I think, a couple weeks ago with Baker. Wow, Carson Wentz getting sacked again. So, yeah, they've been focusing on getting Jarvis the ball late in the season. I think it's a little too late, though. They better put a second-round tender on D'Ernest. I'm trying to see. Nobody going to give you a second-rounder for him. But we'll see. I don't know what his free agent status is. Is he a restricted or unrestricted free agent this year? Couch says the kicker did his job. Hey, man, I can guarantee you one thing. I ain't going to be mad at the kicker this week. Why would I?
Gotta have fun. The fans are enjoying it because let's remember this time last year there were no fans, right? You may have had 5,000. So
Charles T asks a good question. I think I have a good answer for. Is why do you think the fan base is so crazy loyal to Six? And does this fan base realize he transferred from his home state to OU? I think there's part of the fan base that's from Oklahoma. Let's not forget, Baker Mayfield really was a huge part of the resurgence at Oklahoma. Like, if you imagine if a quarterback had did something similar for Ohio State that Baker really did for Oklahoma, you know, Oklahoma's biggest feat before Baker got there in this era was like Trevor Knight beating Alabama in a bowl game they didn't want to be in. Once Baker got there, they elevated quickly to a playoff contender. So I understand why the love from Oklahoma is what it is. He was there for like 3 years. You know what I mean? Like, the love's going to be great from Oklahoma. People love him out there. So I think there's a lot of people from Oklahoma that do love him that are cheering for the Browns now because of proxy. And I think there are a lot of Browns fans who, let's be honest here, we have done far worse than Baker Mayfield in the past. Drake and Dot says, what happened with Baker's accuracy? I think his accuracy you can put on the shoulder, on the labrum thing. I think his decision making you can't. But yeah, I think there's a lot of reason. Oh, dude, who got that? Greg Newsome? No, that's Jacob Phillips. Nice sack. But yeah, I think there's a lot that you can see why people would be loyal or want to be loyal to Baker. You know what I mean? It's just a question of, is that loyalty to Baker going to make the team better? Or is that loyalty to Baker going to be good for this team in the long run? And, you know what my opinion is. I don't think it is. I think, he should be transitioned if he can be mature enough to handle having competition, possibly being benched during the year. Then, he can be a transition guy for the next dude. But I don't think he's the guy. I don't think he's the dude you depend on.
That's going to be awesome.
Number 17. Yes, the original.
See, people are saying I'm being negative. First of all, the season has been negative at some points. I have to talk about the negative with this team. And two, I'm talking about this from a standpoint of how can you make sure the Browns' trajectory doesn't go all the way into the dirt. I'm not saying the Browns' trajectory is in the dirt. I'm just saying you could do some very simple things to get this thing back going again. That's not negativity. I have to be honest about this team, though. Can't not talk about it. What you want me to say? Baker's going to be okay? Everything going to be okay? Ooh, Miles almost murdered that man. You want me? I'm not going to lie. And right now, to hear what you want to hear, because I think you just want to hear Baker's going to be the guy, I don't think that's true. I'm not going to lie. DB Dog says, I agree Baker may not be worth the gamble long term. At this point, who can we realistically get to replace him? We don't know realistically who we can get to replace him, right? Because guys might become available. We don't know what's going to happen with Kirk Cousins. Let's say Matt Stafford throws up a stinker in the playoffs, and that makes the Rams want to move on, right? Like, multiple guys could become available later on. Is Clowney okay? Clowney okay? He got up. Brandon Allen might be hurt though. But there are multiple avenues in which could open up at the end of this season. Somebody could get traded for on run roster. That opens up, like a Tua, right? The Miami Dolphins go for somebody that frees up Tua. Now Tua's available. Vice versa. There are a lot of avenues, and we just don't know them yet. So, we'll see. Like when people are definitive about that, we don't even know what's opened up. We don't even really know what's opened up. So how can we say definitively nobody can get it? Rex Fortune says Andrew Berry is smarter than all of us. He'll figure it out. He fixed the defense. He'll fix this. I truly believe he's going to be able to do what he needs to do in the offseason. I have very little doubt that he's going to figure something out that will be livable. Chris Gustafaro says confirmed that Dearness is a restricted free agent. You might be able to get some compensatory picks from if somebody really gives him money, or you might keep him. We don't know who's going to be available. A bunch of people could become available, right? You know what I mean? If Green Bay decides to stick with Aaron Rodgers, does that make Jordan Love available? You know what I mean? We have no idea who's going to be available. We didn't know Matt Stafford was available, right? Last year. So we'll see.
We had to rewrite the playbook. You gotta have the right plays. That's how you do it.
Who's the MVP?
I am. John.
She is.
Without me, this wouldn't exist.
We gotta bring everybody in.
This wouldn't exist.
We gotta bring everybody in.
Because that's how we all win.
How does Steelers only have 3 points, man?
He didn't get any practice time this week. No gain on the play for Baltimore. 6:08 left to go in this first half.
Pittsburgh has to be uber conscious of where Mark Andrews is on the field at all times because a good tight end is any quarterback's best friend.
Baltimore in a critical 3rd and 8 for them. probably gonna go Mark Andrews. Oh, got rid of it before J.J. Watt could get that sack. Ooh.
This is part of the decisiveness of Tyler Huntley. He knew that he was out of time. The panic button had gone off, and the bell's ringing as Watt goes through two blockers. He went through top.
Oh boy, T.J. Watt is really trying to get that sack record.
Nope, gotta get rid of it, and it's gone before it can affect the sack. Sam Cook.
I am a little jealous I was not able to attend. Seriously, we need to call another Browns game so we can, next season, obviously, so we come back and go to it.
I would agree with that though. Like, if Baker's not going to be an issue in the locker room, that's the caveat, right? Because we don't know how they feel about him. But if Baker's not going to be an issue in the locker room and he can handle having competition and he's not going to like getting his feelings about it, then yeah, Baker would be better than like gambling on Tua or like Jordan Love or something like that. But, you know, Derek Carr, I would probably take that floor over what we've had. I would take the floor of Kirk Cousins. I would take the floor of a Jimmy Garoppolo at this point, even though Jimmy Garoppolo has health issues. So if he would be brought here, I would still want to keep Baker on the roster as the backup. In a hypothetical world, if we were playing Madden, I don't have to manage things, you know what I mean? Personalities or nothing like that. Yeah. You know, there's Matt Stafford. There is a lot. Hold on.
Couriers to meet the bus in small towns around the United States with FedEx packages of information and VA
Oh.
tapes so that John could study.
Who's that?
Throughout the week, they would stop in town.
Oh, it's Mike Daniels. I should have recognized the square body when I saw it.
Information for John Madden's game the following Sunday.
Oh my goodness. And you had to really love.
Like, let me be clear here. The quarterbacks that I want to go after that would be a replacement for Baker, I want to be sure that the floor is higher than Baker's. That is the requirement. The floor has to be higher. The ceiling, I don't care. He's a transition guy. I'm not depending on that guy reaching the ceiling. But the floor, floor's got to be significantly higher.
All right, thanks, Chris. And again, a Tennessee victory. Titans would clinch number one seed.
Ooh, who got hurt?
In the AFC, a bye. Home field throughout. The injured Bengal, Vern Hargreaves.
I hope he's okay there.
React, please.
I can't believe what.
And we'll take it back to Andrew.
I can't believe the Titans are going to be the one seed. They're the least believed in one seed of all time. Like, does anybody think the Titans going to win the Super Bowl this year?
Which leaves us to wonder, where is it going? Does it shoot off like a rocket?
I think it's really debatable whether Mitchell Trubisky's floor is higher than Baker's. I think they have similar floors. It might be higher than Baker's, but I don't think it's high enough. You know what I mean? But, hey, you know. I don't know what the equivalent to 11-5 would be, but that's like what 12-5 this year. If the Browns would have been 12-5 like they were last year, they would have been the bye. They would have had the 1 seed overall in the AFC this year. That's how down the AFC is compared to last year. The Browns were like the 6th seed last year, and they were 11-5. They would probably be the 1 seed this year. Yeah, I would say Tyler Huntley's floor is significantly higher than Baker's.
At University of Phoenix, we have scholarships for everyone hard at work, no matter where you work. Get up to a $3,000 scholarship, starting with your first course. Explore your opportunities at phoenix.edu.
Fox's hit musical guessing game is all new.
Yeah, it's crazy. The 1 seed's only 12-5 in AFC this year. It's crazy.
Gary impersonator can sing
Crazy.
going to hell, but it's worth it for the show without ever hearing her voice. Lock it in. Come on,
Dog, if I'm the Bengals this year, like this is the year you go. You give everything you got to win it all because this is a year where it's uniquely easier to get out the AFC than it will ever be again. Thank you for that super chat slide, by the way.
And here's the right ankle foot of Vernon Harper.
Again, Baker's floor and Keenum's floor, I think, yeah, Keenum might have a higher floor at this point, but I don't think it's significantly higher. Like, I don't think you can win a playoff game with this version of Case Keenum that we have right now. Maybe 5 years ago, but I don't know, man.
Oh, boy, that's not good.
All right, let's check in with Lindsay.
Ooh, the Giants ran a QB sneak on 3rd and 9. Thanks for that information, Rex.
Out there, so that was Vernon Hargraves. Also, I can update you that safety Ricardo Allen, he has been ruled out with a concussion, and you guys know so well what a veteran, sense of leadership he brings to this team. One of the players on this team with Super Bowl experience. He was with the Falcons that year. They lost to the Patriots.
Go for it. Why not? Well, why are they punting on 4th and 1? Oh, bad punt.
Excellent field position in a 14-0 game. Cincinnati Bengals won the AFC North. They are heading to the postseason. First time since 2015. Last playoff win.
Chat, it was 2015. Was that the Vontaze Burfict game? Was that the Vontaze Burfict game? Vernell Jackson says Baker is 4 of 17 when the game is on the line. Can't get more close to the basement than that. Most interceptions since entering the league. Enough said. Yeah, it's not looking good. There are a lot of grim stats out there. Now, there's some stats that make you more uplifted, but I don't know, man. I'm not. Oh, wow. Good run. I'm not. I don't know, man. I've seen enough of the floor of Baker to know I don't want to gamble on it again. Thank you for the super chat, Vernell.
Spins out of that. No time was he down. Just keeps turning those legs. Love that second effort.
And I guess the biggest disappointment with this year was this was supposed to be the year where he took the step, right? Because he had the same offensive coordinator for 2 years, right? That was supposed to be the big difference for him, right? Hey, man, he's finally had stability. He's going to be in the same offense. He's not going to be learning a offense. He should be great from the jump. And now we're at the end of his first year with the same offensive coordinator for 2 years, and we're talking about getting rid of the offense. That just seems like a red flag to me. It really does.
It was a good performance, though.
Over the Bengals 41 years ago this past week. Bengals hoping to end that drought next weekend.
Oh, Clowney! 10! Get the scoop! He was down.
He lost it. Drew Sample falls on it.
That's 10.
See, this is the problem with those long developing plays. They're trying to run a screen. They want to fake to the right and then throw a screen to the left to Evans. And Jadeveon Clowney just blows the whole thing up. Drew Sample
Was he down? He might have been down.
Watch out. Those defensive ends, you take up too much time.
Wait. I'm trying to see if he was down. Oh, yeah, he just fumbled it.
They got really lucky. He didn't pick up that fumble. Yeah, it's a little different in practice than in the game, Brandon Allen.
Now the challenge flag comes out. Couple of questions on that last play. Was Clowney down before he lost the football? Challenge flag came from the Bengals sideline.
Zach is saying, yeah, I should have never called that. Yeah, that play took too long.
Cincinnati is challenging the ruling on the field of a fumble.
Let's take a look, man. What do you have?
All right, man. Vernell with the super chat says, when you're the QB, you can't win unless it's perfect. He's not the guy. That's true. Derek Carr is in a playoff hump with the interim head coach, all kinds of turmoil. Again, the floor is higher. The floor is higher with Derek Carr. Floor is high enough to where I feel like you could live with that for a couple of years.
Was it a fumble? And the key is the hand coming forward with control. When does he lose it? He's going to lose the ball after it starts back toward his body. So I do think it's a fumble. Then you look at the second part. Did Clowney recover it?
He never recovered it.
Contact. Looks like he never actually gained possession. So it's a fumble recovered by Cincinnati. Here's a look at the fumble.
News Hawk, man. Appreciate the super chat, but I don't give out my personal information like that. I don't like telling people where I live. Appreciate your super chat, no.
Patriots, Raiders, Brady, similar type of motion. It's going forward, then comes back down with the ball and pops out. So
after reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands. Cincinnati is charged with their first timeout and loses their first challenge.
All right, Dean, do you agree with the call?
I do. And like Jonathan was saying, that is exactly the tough rule. So prior to the rule change, that would have been a pass back in the Tom Brady versus the Raiders day, but now that's a fumble.
We have the snow up in Foxborough. Thanks, Dean. So the ball spotted back at the 37-yard line. Bengals lose the challenge.
3rd and 33. Where's Jamar Chase? No, sir. Hold on. Nah, okay, I'm about to say.
Taken down at the 49-yard line. So on 3rd and 33, Bengals unable to convert.
Surprise, surprise. I'm shocked. They throw a check down.
So Cincinnati will punt it away for the 6th time. Kevin, you were matching that franchise record, 207th career game. They're getting their money's worth out of him.
No, they really are.
Today.
I know Zach Taylor is not going to be excited about this offensive performance.
Their catch, ball for at the 16-yard line.
Quinto says, not a Browns fan, but I live in Ohio. I love following you, watching all of your videos. Incredible job this year. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate the love and support. Thank you. Hey, man, I know it might cost us draft position, but if we go out kicking the Bengals' ass, you know what I mean? I'm good on that. Let's do it. Let's do it. $20 super chat from Thomas says, how long have you give a new quarterback to be playoff bound? Isn't time of the essence? Yeah, that's why I'm saying, look, I'm not saying the Browns should draft a new quarterback this year. One, because I don't like any of the quarterbacks in the draft this year. Hold on, wait, Dearness Johnson running the ball. But what I am saying is I think the Browns should get a guy in here to be the transition guy. Now, Baker is a candidate to be that transition guy, but there are other players who are candidates to be that transition guy too. And if you're going to move on from Baker to get another transition guy, I think you need to get somebody with a higher floor, significantly higher floor than Baker Mayfield's. Because right now what we know is that Baker Mayfield's floor is around 10 losses or 9 to 10 losses. We know that he's going to give you that on his floor. We need somebody whose floor is a little bit higher than that, right? You know, we need somebody on that Alex Smith level. Go get loose. We need somebody who has a higher floor than that.
Today, and sometimes you get your best ideas on social media. A gentleman named Richard Reevy suggested earlier today, how about the NFL going to new coins next season with John Madden's face on one side, that's heads, and the NFL logo on the other side, tails. Like that?
I like that. What'd the NFL say? Open to it? This might be our first time to hear about it. Okay.
We got another super chat here. Hold on, wait. I'm going to see what happens on this. Okay, he's going to get hit. And he fumbled. And that's a touchdown. Okay, well, that's great. Vernell Jackson says, last one, Q, I love the show, but 29-30 as the starters give him all he needs. Can we really do much worse? 4 years, locker room don't trust him. Yeah, I think also we greatly exaggerate how if it can get worse, right? Like, I think it's been pretty bad those 2 years he was bad. Did he fumble? We can look at that. Sly says, let's sweep the division champion.
His first career touchdown.
Appreciate the super chat, Sly.
That's Wyatt Ray, 93 with the pressure.
Arm going forward. Push forward. Push forward. That, the fingertips pushed it forward. That's an incomplete pass, baby. Oh, no, they didn't challenge it. All right, it's screw it. Don't matter that much.
Who has the extra point? Filling in for Evan McPherson today has had a terrific season. So a defensive touchdown for the Cincinnati.
Do I think Baker needs competition? Yeah, he needs competition. I just don't know how he's going to respond to competition. Like I've said that since week 8. He needs serious competition next year. We can't go in just gambling on Baker Mayfield and Baker Mayfield alone. We need to have somebody we could put in there. If it looks like he's going to hit his floor again next year, you need to have somebody you could put in to replace him that you trust.
Who's in, who's not, what stars are playing?
Clearly the answer this year, clearly they did not think internally that Case Keenum was somebody you could put in there to get rid of Baker's floor.
Zach Taylor's Bengals. The offense, 6 possessions, 6 punts. Defense comes up with their first score of the day.
Yeah, and defensive coordinator Lou Anarumo, he said, look, I would be happy if we do the basics, the fundamentals. We go out there, we play hard, we communicate. That right there is exactly what they needed. There's Lou Anarumo, defensive coordinator. He was very frank.
All right, man. We got another super chat here from Tarkita who says, I never got the Baker too short thing. I've never made an excuse for Breeze, Russ, Kyler, who is shorter than him, but short QBs need a tall wide receiver. The thing about short QBs is the same thing about tall QBs. You need to be able to find passing lanes in the NFL. Baker has not been especially good at finding passing lanes in the NFL. That's why he has had issues. Look at somebody like Paxton Lynch, 6'7". He has issues finding passing lanes. Sometimes Big Ben had issues finding passing lanes. That is a skill that cannot be avoided by your height, whether you're tall or short. Now, can it be exasperated by your height? Absolutely, right? Whether you're tall or short, because if you're really long and tall, that means your throwing motion is really slow and long, which means you're more predictable. It makes you easier to bat the ball down. The same thing with the short quarterback, but in reverse. But it all hinges on your ability as a quarterback to find passing windows. Some can, some can't. Baker Mayfield, throughout 4 years now. Like, this is throughout all of his years. This ain't even good year, bad year. Throughout all 4 years, he's been bad at finding passing windows. That's been an issue of his. You know what I mean? And that's just the thing with Baker, right? He can't find passing windows. What's he going to do about it? That's something he needs to improve. Point blank.
The guys that you were playing with on offense or defense?
Both. So I tried my hand with some of the freshmen.
Yeah, but that's the question that the front office is going to have to answer this offseason. What can you do to raise the floor of the quarterback play for 2022? What can you do? Is it going to involve players, putting players around him? Is that going to be enough to raise the floor? Or is it going to involve a quarterback change? But you got to figure that answer out. What can you do to, by the way, Case Keenum, not great at finding passing windows either. But that's what you have to answer this offseason. What can you do to raise the floor of the quarterback room? That's it. That's the biggest thing they have to answer. They answer that question correctly, the Browns will have a good year next year. If they don't, we'll be back here talking the same shit. And it won't be fun. But that's what they got to figure out, man. That's what they got to figure out. Brandon says that fumble wasn't Baker's fault. Okay. Newshawk says Russell Wilson will not be here. His wife is in entertainment. And Carr comes here guaranteed. People say that, but like Sierra is rich, dog. She's not gonna live wherever Russell plays. You think she actually like she's gonna be wherever she wants to be? She has so much money. If Sierra wants to stay in New York and Russ is playing football in Cleveland, that's just what Russ gonna do during the football season. She'll find a way. She'll visit. Like this is not an issue when you have as much money as Russell Wilson and Sierra. This is just a circumstance. Sierra tour on all the time. She ain't never home anyway. You think Sierra y'all think Sierra, pop superstar Sierra, made promises, Sierra, had Reggie Bush in one of her videos, Sierra. You think she just sitting at the house all day? You think she just chilling in the city that Russell Wilson lives in? No, she is wherever Sierra wants to be. Sierra, it don't matter where Russell plays. Where Sierra gonna be? Did Kylie Jenner or whichever Kourtney Jenner live in Cleveland when Tristan was here? No, man. Tristan did his thing. I mean, was that a good thing for that relationship? Probably not. But I'm just saying, man, Sierra is a whole superstar. She be on tour. She be busy. She ain't got to stay where Russ stay. Russ ain't going to play in New York for the Jets or the Giants just because Sierra want to be in New York. Sierra could be in New York if she want to be in New York. She's Sierra. She has private jet money. Rex Fortune says Giants QB reign. Giants reign QB sneak, 2nd 10, 3rd and 9. Oh, you must be in pain watching this damn Giants game. I feel bad for you, Rex. Thank you for the $10 super chat, though. We got another one from Doesn't Matter. Says, I always said Baker should have went to the IR for a minimum 7 weeks. Second Raven game. How different do you think this could be if Baker would have sat out the games and gotten healthy? I don't know how much different it's going to be. Some of this stuff is accuracy, which I could put on the labrum. Some of this stuff is terrible decision-making, which has happened before the labrum. Some of this stuff is his inability to find passing windows. Happened before the labrum. Some of this stuff is, the current regression of him not being able to improvise when that was a strong skill of him in 2018. Like, it's just hard to say that some of this stuff has nothing to do. It's hard to say that some of this stuff has everything to do with that labrum and the injury. And I think there's enough there that was there before that was wrong with the quarterback play that I can't do that. I can't rely on that, at least. Appreciate the super chat. Oh, got him. Uh-oh, let's get loose. Jarvis, let's go. All right. Rex Fortune says, does Shailene Woodley live in Green Bay? I don't know who Shailene Woodley is. Is she like an actor? Is that Aaron Rodgers' girlfriend? Ain't she into crystals? She might live in Green Bay if she into crystals. Not crystals like rocks. She sounds like her name. Like that sounds like somebody who's like reading you about your aura and all that. You know what I mean? She got dream catchers in the house and shit. All right. Let me get back on point, man. Let me get back on point, man.
Try to get those 2-for-1s. And Cleveland will get the ball first in the third quarter. This is the tight end. David Njoku. Where did he go to school, Jonathan? The U. First round pick.
If me mentioning anything negative about Baker Mayfield, which also happens to be absolutely true, like you can't sit here and tell me I'm a Baker hater because I'm pointing out stuff that he did. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. This is stuff that he's done. If somebody points out he leads the league in interceptions since 2018, you can't say that's hating. That's stuff that he's done.
Huge, right? Point out highlights in the playoff picture. How about that? That's stupid. Yeah, that's. Oh, I got something even bigger. My lunch is here. My lunch is here.
We'll see it has. So let me get this straight. Jay had to be told on the phone that the Verizon halftime is coming up.
Clearly, he did not know. He didn't know why he was there in the first place.
Playing a lot closer.
Oh, Swat got the sack record.
I think Jay's actually very selfish
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. Pittsburgh might make the playoffs because Jacksonville's up by 10 points.
From the 39, on first down, Keenan's pass caught. It's the Joku again to the 34-yard line of Cincinnati.
All right, Charles T says during 6 good seasons, he threw high and behind a lot. You really saw him hit a wide receiver in stride. The injury made what was bad worse. You can make that argument too. That is a solid argument you can make.
Keenan's pass caught. Johnson.
All right, man, we got to take a shot into the end zone, man.
Another Cleveland first down, 22 seconds remaining.
I can tell you what the Bengals are missing is that Trey Henderson.
Someone said it's making sense. Honestly, if you're not hating on Baker at this point, you would stand. Damn. Damn. How did it get this bad, Bake? Damn, man. How did it get this bad? Because it's kind of true at this point. Throw that thing. Case. Let's get out of bounds. Best 2-minute drill of the year. I'm having fun with this one now. Let's do it. Let's go. Man, we should have. Let me put my Case Keenum cape on right now. Hold on. Let's put the cape on for Case. Got the cape on for Case Keenum. Let's get it. Case Keenum cape. Let's go. Case Keenum. Ooh. Oh, he sucks, bro. Let me take this shit off. He sucks. He was wide open, just missed him. All right, let me take this off, man. Sean Gall says, I hear Russell is going to be neighbors with Bill Cowher in Strongsville. Has Tony Rizzo reported that Russ is looking for a house in Strongsville? Let's go. He's not coming here if that happens. You know what I mean? Whenever I hear that report, it never comes as true.
Kind of just tripped over himself a little bit. Never really got up to go get the football.
That's not on Bryant. Stop. Who said that? Who's capping in the chat? That's on Bryant. He threw the ball over his head. Need to re-sign Joku by Hooper. Yeah, I agree. Thank you for the super chat, Charles.
And now a timeout taken by the Bengals. Their second.
All right, man. I need to ask y'all a serious question, man. Did Harrison Bryant not jump, or does Harrison Bryant just have no hops? Y'all used to seeing David Njoku out there. Harrison Bryant can't do that shit. That's why he was drafted in the 3rd round. I've watched it again. He can't jump. He just is not a great jumper. He tried. He can't jump. Oh, come on, man. We not about to do this, bro. But Case Keenum missed. I had my cape on when he threw it, and I saw it. That was on Case Keenum, man. He shouldn't have had to leave his feet to begin with. He was wide open. Newshawk says Q wants Baker to go to Pittsburgh. I mean,
Second down and 10. Here's Keenan on the slant, and that's broken up by Trey Waynes.
Nice job, Trey Waynes playing.
Let's go, man.
And this is why you start to play at off coverage. He's looking back at the quarterback. He's gonna back
Thank you for the super chat, Newshawk.
You had to break his cushion for him not to break up so quickly. Cushion was never broken, so he just.
Hey, I was behind him too.
Wide receiver break in, Anthony Schwartz.
Anthony Schwartz did a good job breaking up an interception.
3rd down and 10 with 9 seconds on the clock.
Oh, no.
Keenan to the end zone. This one is picked off and taken back out. The interception of Keenan in the final seconds. Mike Hilton comes up with the pick after it was deflected by Marcus Bailey, and there are a couple of flags.
Rex Fortune says, I love the Strongsville rumor. I know some players stay there, but like Crocker Park is where all of them go. That would be more believable. I have never ran into a Browns player when I used to live in Cleveland. Oh, tip ball.
Bailey definitely gets the hand on it. Leads to the Mike Hilton interception.
I blame Baker Mayfield. Thank you, News Hawk, for the $5 super chat. Oh, man, Case Keenum, boy. Doing Case Keenum things. That's some Case Keenum. This is why I say the floor might be a little higher than Baker with Case Keenum, but it ain't that much different. This is why I've never had that Case Keenum cape on, by the way, y'all. Okay. This is why the coaching staff has never had the Case Keenum cape on. Q's burner is not a Case Keenum stan account. I got too much respect for myself to stan Case Keenum. Are you kidding me? Come on. And you should too. You know what I mean? You, chatter, you should have more respect in yourself, for yourself, than to be out here rocking with Case Keenum. Like, come on, man. Why would you dedicate your life to that? People out here dedicating their lives to like rocking with Patrick Mahomes and dudes who are really good at football. You out here like, nah, man, Case Keenum. That's my boy. Cleveland is cursed if we were to come to quarterbacks. Thank you for the super chat, man. Baker was better than Charlie Fry now. Aaron Rodgers is playing? Why is Aaron Rodgers playing? I mean, like every game is at halftime right now. Let me see. Except for the football team in New York, so we're going to switch to that game. Watt tied the sack record. He has not gotten the sack record, but he has tied it. His vape says, made the mistake of buying an Odell jersey. Hopefully oh man, your jerseys did not age well. You bought some bad crypto with that one, dog. Made the mistake of buying an Odell jersey. Hopefully my Baker jersey doesn't have the same fate. I know I should have gotten a Chubb jersey. I always enjoyed the content, man. Keep it up. Appreciate that, man. Hits vape. I'm going to just say this. Your next jersey don't need no name on it. Just get a number. Just get a number, no name on it. You know what I mean? They need to sell that at the team store. No team, no name on the back, just a jersey. Just get a number on it. You know what I mean? Because the numbers are forever. The name on the back, that don't last, dog. Sack record is BS because it's 17 games. That is the troll that I will use to Steeler fans when they brag about it. It was 17 games. It didn't matter. L record, bro. L record. 17 games, bro. L record. Just get you like a jersey that says like 25. You know what I mean? Like 25 is a good jersey. I mean, it's always going to be somebody wearing 25. You can't get a single. They still playing these at home with Baker Mayfield commercials. You can't get a good jersey. Like, you can't get like a single digit jersey because that might be somebody that like people feel some type of way about. But you get like 25, 31, you know what I mean? Like just a random jersey number. Yeah, you be all right, man. 58. Ain't nobody gonna question 58. Get a jersey that says Browns is the Browns with the big 0 on it. Now I'm gonna assume you a Browns fan that just sent that news. I'm gonna assume you a Browns fan. Why in the world would you get a jersey roasting yourself? See, I don't understand that, man. Love yourself more than that. I'm gonna get a 99 Browns jersey. You know what I mean? 99, especially if you a big fella. All my big fellas in chat. If you like a 6'2" big bro, get 99. Look, 99 never looks bad on a big brother. You know what I mean? Or a big sister, or whoever you got on there. You wearing the jersey. If you above 6 foot, rock the 99. You know what I mean? 6 foot 300, rock the 99. 99 has never done anybody wrong. Just rock a number though. It's like college football. Just get you one of them jerseys with a number on it. 5 will always be useful. Look, I want to get a Myles Garrett jersey so bad, but I'm so terrified that the second I get that Myles Garrett jersey, he's going to get hurt or something like that. So I can't get a Myles Garrett jersey. So, you know, I'm just out here not getting jersey. I don't like 0 numbers, man. They brought that back in college football. I don't like 0 numbers, though. In basketball, it looks okay. Football, the numbers are too big for me to rock with 0. 99 new QBs, I guess. Damn, man. All the venom coming out this week, man. All the venom. As Megan says, tell me why Stefanski still needs to be here when he got a Pop Warner playbook and he had dreams of paying all his tight ends $20 million. Look, man. Let's let Kevin Stefanski get to year 3 before we make determinations on him. We didn't complain about that playbook last year. Also coincided with good quarterback play. Just going to put that out there. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar wore 0? No, he wore like 34 or something like that, right? Boy, Carson Wentz turned that thing over again. Oh, I'm about to see it. Carson Wentz is booty cheeks, bro. Booty cheeks. Carson Wentz is the booty butt cheeks, bro. Man, the Bengals need to lose this game so they can play Pittsburgh in the first round, make man go out crying. Bro, Carson Wentz really out here fumbling it against the goddamn Jaguars.
Some people say if you want to see America, see it on the 4th of July. But America is just as beautiful on the 4th of January or February. Stripped of its leaves, but not drained of its color. No one experiences a true American winter the same way. But those with the confidence and capability of the all-new 2022 Grand Wagoneer will remember the adventure as long as they live. When it's game time, everyone's got a favorite.
Woo, Carson Wentz out here doing the full Carson. News Hawk, man. Is there some music I could play that would cheer you up, dog? Feel like you in a bad mood. You know what I mean? Let's cheer you up, man. Get you a Coors Light or whatever you like to drink. You know what I mean? Put on some music while you listen to the stream in the background. You know what I mean? I don't know what you listen to. Maybe you like some T-Pain. You know what I mean? Maybe you like some what, Gap Band. I don't know what you listen to, brother. You know what I mean? Maybe you need to listen to some Funkadelic. Get you in a good mood. Because you need to cheer up, man. You need to cheer up. I understand. Sucks, but hey, man. We got to cheer up.
At Jersey Mike's, while you're watching the game, we're watching the grill. Order through the Jersey Mike's app for free delivery this Monday. Unless you're going to miss seeing this.
I can't believe this shit. Like, can you believe how lucky the Steelers can be sometimes, man? This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I hope the Steelers choke now. I hope they choke this second half. I hope everything goes right for them and they choke. I hate the Steelers. See, people think I hate the Bengals. I do not hate the Bengals. I would say if I had to rank them off terms of teams I hate Pittsburgh. They've done too much to me. I hate them. I absolutely 1,000% hate Pittsburgh. I cannot stand giving Pittsburgh a win. I hate them. Baltimore's up there. They're number 2. They've just been better than us. It's not been the same as Pittsburgh, right? Pittsburgh always got that disrespectful shit going on with like Antonio Brown kicking a punter. Like Baltimore beats us, but they beat us with class. So it's less annoying. And then there's Cincinnati. We've gone back and forth with Cincinnati even when they were good sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I don't got no beef with Cincinnati all like that. Like if Cincinnati's in the playoff, I can root for them to win. You know what I mean? I can root for the Ravens on some occasions if I hate a team more than them. But Pittsburgh, man, I don't want Pittsburgh to win a goddamn thing. I don't want them to get nothing. Not a single thing of happiness. You know what I mean? I don't want Pittsburgh to be happy. If I see Pittsburgh out there dancing to music, I'm getting a bat and smashing the radio, dog. I don't want to see no Steelers fans out here happy. Think I'm about to be happy for the Steelers that they won a Super Bowl. And I know Steelers fans are like, that's messed up. Q, I'd be happy if the Browns won a Super Bowl. Well, shit, you ain't beat our ass. I mean, shit, you know what I mean? You ain't get your ass beat for the last 20 years. Of course you be happy. You ain't on the end of this abuse. Of course you would be. I don't want to see you thrive. That's the only team I don't want to see thrive. Everybody else I'm cool with, man. You know what I mean? I feel like Lamar's going to get one eventually. But Pittsburgh, man, I wish the other worst for Pittsburgh at every step of the way. I'll never be happy for no damn Steelers, man. What are you talking about? I could be happy for the Bengals. Bengals in Ohio. Bengals been just as miserable as us. If not, we've been in the same neighborhood of misery. You know what I mean? Like we've been dodging the same bullets for the last 20 years. Yeah, I mean, we might beef about what neighborhood is worse, but we've been in the same area of town. So yeah, they get success. If Cincinnati wins a Super Bowl, I will earnestly be happy for them. If Baltimore wins it, they've had enough. They've had enough. You know what I mean? But if Pittsburgh won the Super Bowl, I would be sick. I would be the biggest Steeler hater you have ever heard of. I'd be like, man, come on. I would cheer for Tom Brady before I cheer for the damn Steelers. What you mean? Ain't no way I'm going to be rocking with the Steelers. I can't imagine a scenario. TJ Watt about to get this sack record. I'm hating so bad on TJ Watt to make sure he don't get this sack record because I don't want him to get it. I don't want the Steelers to have that. We got the sack record. Yeah, shut up, Steeler fans. Don't count. L record, bro. You got it in 17 games. It doesn't count. L. Oh, TJ Watt only played 14. Who cares, bro? If this season were 16 games, he wouldn't have got it. He needed the extra game. L, bro. I don't like wearing the color yellow because of the Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't think you realize. I no longer see Cam Hayward as a Buckeye anymore. I see him as an op. He's an enemy. Dudes who play for the Steelers don't get their hair cut regularly. Like, they're such a lame franchise. That's the thing I'll get, man. When people be mad at me on the AFC North talk, Q is such a Bengals hater. Y'all don't understand. The only team in the world I hate on is the Pittsburgh Steelers. I could not be a Browns fan. I'll be out here hating on the Steelers. Like, people think I don't like Michigan. I just think Michigan as a program is hilarious. I ain't got no problem with the University of Michigan itself. I just think, they do shit that's funny all the time. Like going to the playoffs and getting their ass beat by Georgia more than the University of Cincinnati did by Alabama. Hilarious. I hope the worst for Pittsburgh. And then they do that shit. Pittsburgh fans do that stuff where like, I feel bad for Browns fans, and they don't understand. That makes us hate you more. Like, why do you feel bad? You know what? Hold on, let me switch to the big cam. You know what it feels like when Steeler fans tell Browns fans we feel bad for you because of all the misery? It's like somebody had robbed you. Right? It's like if somebody robs you, takes all your shit for the last 20 years, sets you in a financially destitute situation because they have stolen everything from you, and then comes up to you 20 years later, talk about some, man, I hope you get back on your feet. You did this to me. What are you talking about? You did this to me. Talk about some, I hope you get back on your feet. Stop robbing me. Steeler fans, man. I can't stand no goddamn Steeler fans. Let me switch back to the thing. All right, Browns back.
On first down out to the 33-yard line, it's Fredell Williams. Anthony Walker made the tackle. Bengals on the
Steeler fans, like, when they say, man, I want you to be better, it's like if they murdered somebody and then went to the funeral. Like this is not respectful.
The reason that it's 14-7 still in this game. If not, it could have gotten out of hand very early, very quickly at the end of the half. Monday.
Second down and 6. On the toss, it's Williams. And Williams with a good second effort puts up a Bengals first down. Gain of 10 for Travion.
That was a poor exhibit of tackling right there.
Travion Williams really running his legs, and honestly, I don't know what Greedy Williams was doing. Number 2.
Greedy Williams in LSU tackle mode right now, man.
Practice or something, just tag off, but I love that he just runs through that contact and that run game. If they can ever get this run game going and not absolutely need Mixon in there to get the run game going, that's going to serve them very well in the playoffs.
Off the fake to Williams. Allen's pass caught and taken out to midfield by Stanley Morgan.
AB calling Andrew Luck out of retirement. Heard Luck was spotted at Steelyard shopping. Shout out Charles T for the super chat, man.
Working under Zach Taylor.
That name sounds familiar. How come, Kenny? Why does it sound so familiar?
His father Bill on the other side. There's Bill Callahan, the Browns offensive line coach. He's had a terrific coaching career both in the NFL and at the collegiate level. Second down and 2.
Yo, did we stop him? See, good tackle. Appreciate the super chat, Charles T.
Was the Big 12 Offensive Player of the Year back in 2006. There's Bill on opposite sides of the field today, but Bill's son Brian working closely with Zach in Cincinnati.
He said he was the biggest influence in why he became a coach.
Right.
Taught him how to really coach up the rhythm of an offense, the rhythm a quarterback needs. And if you think Bill Callahan's a slut, you just look at the Pro Bowlers he has on that offense.
How Rashard Higgins get an illness in the middle of the game?
Knowing how to draft the right guys, sign the right guys.
What in the world?
To run this game. Excuse me, run the ball.
Going down to one. Here's Williams. Picks up the Cincinnati first down.
Rashard Higgins leaves the game for illness at halftime. That sounded like he didn't want to play the second half.
And don't think Bill Callahan doesn't have a little say in helping Nick Chubb. As we see some of those Pro Bowlers, and they fit what the Cleveland Browns are. Just look, man. Just
That man caught the cold in the middle of the game.
Not a lot of drama. Sense of frustration. When you talk to them, you see them on film, they get after it. And unfortunately, they just haven't had the success like they did in 2020, but it's still a really good offensive line.
Malik McDowell is the injured Brown. Playing for Bill Callahan, Zach Taylor back in 05 set the Nebraska school record for passing yards in one season. He spends a lot of time around veteran coaches. Taylor's father-in-law is Mike Sherman, the former Green Bay Packers head coach.
You know what I think he learned the most is grit, mental.
Oh my God, they're up 16-3.
He knows the football technical stuff.
Oh, Baltimore's up 10-3 though. Let's go, Baltimore.
And then this season and how he never changed and he teaches his kids.
Oh, Clowney almost got 11.
That's going to serve him very well. It's going to go a long ways.
Pass rolled incomplete, bobbled and then dropped by Mitchell Wilcox.
You'll see the pressure coming in, Kenny. And anytime you have a little pressure, it starts to rush the throw, rush the timing. Damian Conley has been a force all game long. It's actually pretty accurate, Brandon Allen, considering he was under duress. No, just couldn't complete it. Gotta complete it.
Now 2nd and 10. Bengals trailing by 7. This time the catch is made by Mitchell Wilcox. Takes it to the Browns 39.
Yeah. And the reason why I'm harping on the protection, pass protection, and run game for the Bengals, this is a playoff caliber defense that they're going against. The Browns have two really, really good defensive ends.
Hey man, 3rd and 5.
Really physical. They get after it just as good as any of these playoff-bound defenses. So this is almost like a dry run when you think about it, right? For the offensive line, running game, passing game, etc. This is a dry run against a really good defense. They can perform well here. They can do it again next week.
3rd down and 5.
They're going to go empty.
Bengals must get to the 34 for a first down. And
Oh, shit. Here comes a flag.
there's a flag. Stanley Morgan, the intended receiver, with Greedy Williams defending.
Yeah, I know Browns fans, they're booing, but the officials were literally trying to step out where their flag was so they can throw it. It just took them a while to get it out.
Defense on the 26.
Didn't turn his head around, man. That's on Greedy. All right, so Greedy plays good coverage up to here. Gets his head around.
More because it just took forever. Look at the official up top. He's fumbling around.
I don't know. I think that's a bad call, actually. Nah, he got his head around. It's a bad call.
Throw this thing. I got hand warmers in there. I got Vaseline. I got everything on my flag. And he finally throw it.
Robert Belichick had some trouble a couple of weeks ago trying to locate his challenge flag.
Yes. And remember, Pete Carroll had some issues as well. What did he drop? He dropped something he thought it was a flag, the challenge flag.
It looked like an old flip phone.
Yes.
From the 23-yard line, it's Williams.
Here's what we're talking about. Officials all over. He's seeing it, and he sees it, and then he's like, okay, here's a flag, where's my stuff? It's a pouch, wrong place. There we go. There we go. Finally got it out. Yeah, he's got to laugh about it. I wonder if he hears us. He's probably got like a live feed to us as we're making fun of him.
2nd and 4. Looks like the Bengals are on the approach of scoring. They're going to go trick play here. Ooh, good hit. That Mac Wilson again? Mac Wilson out here laying wood, man. Laying the wood down. Woo!
That's what I'm talking about, Kenny. They'll bring back memories. Oh, yeah. And I remember being sore the next day. Those hits, they would hurt them. They hurt me, too. I mean, it hurts the defender, too, to lay those hits. But that's good football.
More first downs on this drive for the Bengals in the entire first half. It's their deepest penetration. Play clock was winding down. Cincinnati calls timeout.
Since he called timeout. All right, man.
Just under 8 minutes remaining in the third quarter. With the Bengals on the move, trailing by 7. Looking to win their 4th straight. Heading to the postseason on a winning note. Super Wild Card weekend. Playoffs get underway next weekend, Saturday. Yeah, doubleheader, triple header on Sunday.
Damn, man.
For the first time ever, a wild card.
Sucks that the Browns ain't playing, man.
Over in the NFC, 2 teams, 49ers and Saints, battling for that final spot. San Francisco in with a victory. Saints need a win over Atlanta and a 49ers defeat.
Yeah, buddy. Jimmy G, quarterback for the 49ers. We're being told he's going to play. I mean, how can we not talk about the Saints? What they've been through to start the season, displaced for a month. 4 different starting quarterbacks still in the playoff hunt.
Brandon Allen on the
They just got bullied up the middle.
first down. Saints have used 4 different starting quarterbacks, 62 QBs have started a game.
See what chat on, man.
21 teams have used at least 2. 8 teams have started.
I thought, did Clowney not get 2 sacks today? I thought he had 2 sacks. I think he's at 10 already. Hold on, let me double check.
For a berth in the postseason, tremendous job by Sean Payton and his entire staff.
Yeah, just to compare how awesome a job he's done. I had a situation in 2005, 4 different starting quarterbacks, 4 and 12.
With the Jets.
Exactly.
Let me see, you had Chad Pennington, Chris Bollinger.
Benny Testaverde.
Yeah, Clowney got 2. He came in with 8, right?
But it was a forgettable season.
Oh, he came in with 7. I thought he had 8. He's at 9.
We got 3 out of the 4.
Q, I got a life question. Why is it when I am tired on the couch
Not at all. We won.
and walk my butt to bed, I'm not tired anymore? Why doesn't that stuff translate? I have the same problem, be honest with you. And I tend to realize that the issue is like when you aren't trying to fall asleep. For some people, it's just easier to fall asleep when you're not trying to fall asleep. But when you are trying to fall asleep, that's when it's super hard. You start thinking about trying to sleep and all that stuff, right? So you get stressed out that you're not sleeping, and then you just get tired. How I deal with it is I watch TV before I go to sleep, so I'm just never thinking about sleeping, and then I just fall asleep. But I'm not great on sleep schedule, so I'm not somebody you want to ask on that one. But I have the same issue.
He was drafted number 11. I was drafted number 12.
Yeah, there are other things that do help if you live in a state where it is legal. You know what I mean? Marijuana does help with that. I think melatonin does help with that as well. It's not as good as marijuana, but, it helps. You could become, like, pretty resilient to the melatonin, like, pretty fast, though. That's the problem with it. Oh, get him. Is that Clowney? Come on, tell me that's Clowney. Oh, that's Miles. Okay, good enough.
Showing again why he is so awesome
Yeah, melatonin works about like 60-70% of the time for me to fall asleep. Weed works 100%. Like, if that is what you want to do. And if you live in this place where it is legal to partake in such things, medically or recreationally, if you can legally obtain it.
16th sack, extending his franchise record on 3rd down and 21. This is Williams. So the Bengals, prior to that play, moving backwards.
Beer, the alcohol, yeah, it'll make you fall asleep, but it'll also like make you wake up in like 3 hours. Though I never get a long sleep on alcohol. You know, oh boy, got butt crack out. Change the camera, man. Change the camera, man. But it's embarrassing for him. But yeah, alcohol don't ever make you get a good sleep. It just makes you sleep. You know what I mean? You wake up and depending on if you have nutrition before you went out. You know what I mean? You either gonna have a headache or not. People complain about me being behind, baby. Do you care if I'm up to date at this point? Like, are we really reacting to what's going on in the game? I'm barely watching the game. I'm really just talking to y'all. And alcohol got all them calories in it, right? Depending on how it is that you get drunk. But more than likely, you drinking beer or like seltzer, that's 100 calories at least per can. If you drink a beer, that's 250 per can. That's just too many damn calories before bed. You know what I mean? Now, marijuana makes you eat more, but you know, you can regulate that a little bit. And honestly, if you eat some protein, you're gonna be all right. One thing though, don't eat a lot of chicken before bed because it'll make you sleepy. If you eat a ton of chicken will make you sleepy while you digest it. But the second you get that digestion through on that chicken, you're going to be awake for like 8 hours, bro, because chicken gives you dumb energy. People don't know that, but chicken does protein that gives you a lot of energy. So like if you eat chicken before bed, you better go to sleep once you get tired because once you miss that window, it's a wrap, dog. It is a wrap.
Just 6.
The BK $5 your way.
Well, I got this on what's it called? I got this on NFL. If you relied on me, I apologize, but I got this on Sunday Ticket. It's gonna be behind, baby.
$5, the $5 your way meal, only at Burger King.
I'm dramatically holding this bottle so the light hits it just right and people think, wow, he knows what he's doing.
Exercise is 50-50 for me, right? Because if I exercise, sometimes I'll be sleepy. Sometimes I'll be ready for more. You know what I mean? It depends on the person. Well, I'm trying to be. Oh, hold on. Let me do this for y'all. Let me at least do this for y'all. I ain't realized I had knocked it all out of whack for y'all. Hold on. Let me get that right for y'all. You know what I mean? Get that game cast back on. My bad, y'all. My bad. I ain't mean that. You know what I mean? I'm looking out for y'all. My bad. There you go. Is that better, y'all? The people relying on me. Okay, man. This dude just got himself banned for trolling. That was too far. No, it's the protein. Is there caffeine in chicken? Is that doesn't sound like a thing.
Congratulations to Doug Deacon. What a career. Today, his final game in the Browns broadcast booth.
Damn, Doug Deacon retiring, man. Who gonna replace Doug Deacon? Is it gonna be Bernie? They gonna put Bernie in there? Could you imagine that Jim Donovan 10-20 touchdown and no Doug Deacon to be, oh man, Jimmy, he really went in there. Ken Carman, they're gonna put Ken Carman. That's not true. That would be too much energy if Ken Carman was in there with Jim Donovan. You'd be tired listening to it, bro. Joe Thomas? Yeah. If it's Joe Thomas, man, I ain't never gonna work in that booth, bro. I like Ken Carman. I love Ken Carman, man. But you know what I mean? Styles make fights. You can't have that much energy in one booth. Them, bruh, if Ken Carmen and Jim Donovan was in the same booth for a radio broadcast of the Browns, that booth would be foggy as hell, dog, at the end of the game. It would just be foggy.
Here the NFL record at 6-8. At the start of this season, will undergo shoulder surgery in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, that torn labrum is no joke, and I understand it's on the non-throwing shoulder, but I've been through that. It is a beast to deal with.
Mayfield led the Browns to the postseason last year. As Keenan throws near side, Patterson trying, makes the catch. Out to the front.
Dustin Fox might make sense. I don't know how fans would feel about that because I know Dustin, like, he has a pretty contentious relationship with some people. But I would like Dustin on it. That's gonna be all right. Here's the thing though with Jim Donovan, he carries so much that I think Dustin adds too much. He'll mess with the whole thing, right? You need to have somebody who just need to be carried out there. You know what I mean? Like, no disrespect to Doug Deacon, but Doug Deacon, you know, he knows his role, right? Jim Donovan's gonna do all the work, and then I'm gonna add a couple of words of exclamation to it. That's all I gotta do. But Jim Donovan's doing the heavy work. You know what I mean? I don't know who's out there that could just do that. You know what I mean? It's a special skill set to understand that you're not the show. They'll probably have somebody we never heard of do it.
So even though it's the non-throwing shoulder, still a pretty big issue.
Yes, of course. Definitely is.
Dearness!
Picks up the Browns first down. Lindsay.
Yeah, you guys talking about Baker's shoulder. You know, he was saying.
Nathan's a girl, boy. That is too much. Why y'all keep trying to like put too much energy? I'm trying to have all these foggy ass booths. Nathan's a girl got too much energy, man. He the sideline reporter right now, right? Nah, man, it's too much energy. Somebody said Aaron Goldhammer. All right, we ended this conversation.
Yeah,
Aaron
right.
Goldhammer.
You know, it's a fine line. You have the mental toughness, but then are you hurting your team? And you have to start weighing those things. If you're not being productive, then unfortunately it may be time to just shut it down like you did for this game.
Oh, Dearness! Somebody said Doug Deacon just waits for the hot tag. If you've ever watched AEW, you watch Jurassic Express. Look, Jungle Boy be doing all the work. That's Jim Donovan. And then he gets that tag to Luchasaurus, and Luchasaurus does all the big man kicks and spins around and slaps people and just does his little flip. That's what Doug Deacon do, man. He got one job only. He got that hot tag, and that's it, man. It's going to be hard to find somebody who could do that, though.
And you can't figure out what happened. That's what happened. Right.
Appreciate the super chat, Sean. DRS. I talk too damn much to be in the booth with Jimmy Donovan. I would ruin the broadcast, man. I would talk too goddamn much. I already know. I can't be in there.
And Zach Taylor's Bengals would finish either third or fourth. They will host a playoff game in Cincinnati next weekend by virtue of their division title. From the 43.
Nicholas! Oh, let's go. Keep it out of Case Keenum's hands so we can actually score. So some of y'all presumptuous. That would not be a pay cut for me to be in the Browns booth. That would definitely be a raise. Get off the keyboard.
Mike Thomas. Oh, take that, Mike Thomas. Oh, get out the club.
No, sir.
A physical, punishing runner.
There's Chubb once again.
Get it back to Dearness, man. Get Nick Chubb out of there.
Oh, that's exactly what Chubb wanted, guys. He told me he was ready to go out with a bang. He wanted to get momentum going for next year, but he had said all along his team needs to be assertive. You've got to find a way to finish the game and win. He wants them to take action, not think that it's just going to happen for us. So that, a huge play for Nick Chubb.
And he's now second in the league in rushing. He started the day 4 yards behind Joe Mixon of the Bengals, who was not in uniform, trailing only Jonathan Taylor of the Colts. Those were his numbers heading into the weekend.
Let's go hard with the Chubb. Let's go, Edge. Oh, damn it. Put Dearness in the game.
And this should take us to the end of the third quarter in Cleveland, with the Browns on the move.
Somebody said I'm hating on Case Keenum. I have a legitimate question for those people who think I hate on Case Keenum. How in the hell do you hate on Case Keenum? Like, well, how is that possible that you hate on Case Keenum? Let me figure that out. Hating on Case Keenum. How? He's Case Keenum. What is there to hate on? Hating on Case Keenum. What? You can say hating on somebody who's good? You know what I mean? That would mean that there were some accomplishments to downplay of that player. Like, what are you talking about hating on Case Keenum? You just can't say hating on anybody, right? There is a level of privilege that you have to be a hater of somebody. You know what I mean? A level of accomplishment that dude. You can hate on Tom Brady. You can hate on Lamar Jackson. You can hate on Patrick Mahomes. But goddamn Case Keenum, you say something negative about Case Keenum, you're just talking about Case Keenum. The boy got 2 turnovers in the red zone today. What are you talking about hating on Case Keenum? What are we talking about? Hating on Case Keenum. See? Could never put the cape on for Case Keenum. Come on, dog. What you doing, man? Talk about some hating on some goddamn Case Keenum. Bro, the Colts are really fumbling the bag right now. Oh, the Ravens are really pulling this one out.
You are watching.
All I've said about Case Keenum is that, Case Keenum's a backup. Sean Gall said Tony Carr sent Hook against the Colts. Hey, if Hook was out there playing against the Colts, boy, the Jaguars would be up by like 40. They ain't ready for Hook. Y'all ain't ready for Hook, man. I hope Hook wrestle when he come to Cleveland. You know what I mean? Show the city some greatness. Since we out here saying people hating on Case Keenum, you can hate on Hook. Hook a baller, bro. I hope Hook wrestles Case Keenum.
Last game of the season, you can't tell them this game has no importance. This game is all the marbles. Now, I get it. You're not going to the playoffs. You want to end on a high note, but it does feel good to say we beat the division champ twice in the season. Absolutely. That's definitely bragging rights.
Oh, we got to go for this, dog. We got to go for this. Don't kick no weak-ass field goal. Let's go. Let's do this. Nah, let's have some balls. Let's go. Some hair on your chest. Some jalapeno poppers. Let's get them. Let's go. Bring it out. Bring it out. Let's go. Bring the offense out. Heavy. Put Dearness in there. Put Dearness in there. Let's get it. Why are we in empty? Why are we in empty? Okay. Case Keenum is so garbage, bro. Case Keenum is absolute dookie. He was behind him. Case Keenum, bro, what are you doing? Even if he would have caught that, he wouldn't have got in because it was behind him. Dookie ass Case Keenum. See, this is who y'all say I'm hating on Case Keenum. What are you talking about? Do you not have eyes? The reality is hating on Case Keenum right now. What are y'all talking about? Let me stop roasting the one dude that said I was hating on Case Keenum. It was just one guy. Doogie ass Case Keenum, boy. Hey, it's cool. I want Miles to get a safety. Let's get a safety right here. Hey, man, to be honest with you, if they win, cool. If they lose, okay, I'm fine with it. We'll move up in the draft. I ain't tripping either way. Rex Fortune says, have you noticed that Cam Justice and I have similar paths, grinding it out in fast food, turning that into Brown's media careers? I don't know if she worked with Wood Harris, though. Yeah, there's a slight deviation from me and hers path there. Slight. But yeah, she's done tremendous work. Tremendous work. Y'all want the cat? Go ahead. You want to be on TV? Come on. Come on. Come on. Come here. Since you want attention. Somebody said should have put the GOAT McLaughlin in. Nah, man. McLaughlin going to have to sit on the bench this week, man. This is about having balls. Should have put Dearness Johnson in and just ran the ball with Dearness, man. What are we doing? Why are we throwing it with Case Keenum? Out here throwing the damn ball with Case Keenum. Like, when does that ever won anybody any games? Thank you for the super chat, Grand Scheme. Let's go, Miles. Let's get it, Miles.
Why was 9 the last time we won a playoff game?
I know y'all not mad at Donovan Peoples-Jones for not catching that ball, right? Come on, man.
It's pretty exciting around here.
Ask yourself this question. Who would I rather defend? Case Keenum or Donovan Peoples-Jones? And if your answer is not Donovan Peoples-Jones, then come on, man. What we doing?
And there you see it. 5-5 at home, 0-7 on the
Come on, man.
home game since they clinched the division.
Let's go, Clowney. Let's get back there. Get your 10th sack right here, man. Don't let him run. Don't let him run.
In Cincinnati for that. That town is going to go crazy.
Ooh, almost got him loose.
You were 8 the last time.
Let's stop dating me. Okay? You're like 65. Stop dating me.
No. Not even close. Not even close.
Yo, somebody in the chat said it's going to be demoralizing if we don't get this stopped. We are already at the demoralized part of the season, my dog.
When you look at the scenarios here in Week 18, Colts are losing to the Jaguars 23-3. As they begin the fourth quarter.
The Colts are terrible, bro.
Second down at 9. Allen throwing out of the end zone, incomplete. Carissa.
And you just mentioned it. Here's how it's happening. Colts clinch that playoff berth with the
Wow.
Trevor Lawrence controls that high snap, rolls to his right, finds Marvin Jones in the back of the end zone.
Wow.
Rolling 23-3, as you mentioned.
Indianapolis had a chance to clinch a playoff berth last week. Lost to the Raiders at the buzzer.
Yes.
They would be in with a win today. Now, if they lose, and it looks like it's heading that way, they can still get in. They need a bunch of things to happen, but they would not be eliminated.
Well, you never want to have the opportunity of 2 chances winning you're in, and now you're praying for other teams and outside factors to get it done for you.
Allen's pass broken up.
Well, Cincinnati better go for this.
That's MJ Stewart. Does a nice job. He's literally just reading the eyes of Brandon Allen. Squats on it. Goes to
Ooh, good job. MJ Stewart. MJ Stewart, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, the third down king. The man who does his thing. The special teams ace with a little grace. Number 36, MJ Stewart.
I never saw that coming.
Oh, Tyler Huntley got picked off. Oh, we got it. We got it. We got it. AJ Green got it. AJ Green got it.
Peoples-Jones coughed it up. Allen's recovered by the Bengals.
How?
That's the initial signal.
AJ Green got on top of that.
Oh, that's a
Thomas.
Like that, Mike Thomas.
Yeah. It's AJ Green's ball. AJ Green's down. That's a recovery. That's reviewable, right?
Right down, especially punches that ball out.
AJ Green got that though.
Peanut Tillman was on the Fox pregame show talking about the peanut punch.
Yeah, AJ Green got that, and then he's down.
Watched, took notes.
It's not Cincinnati's ball.
What if your resume was more than a resume? What if it could adapt and improve?
I would be mad, but man, that's just what happens when you put Donovan Peoples-Jones on punt returns. That's why he's been like the third string punt returner, because he does shit like that all the time. Just you can't have him on punt returns, man. Man. Dog, I've already live streamed for like 5 hours, 4 hours this week. I'm not about to live stream for 6 more. I'm gonna enjoy the Cavs game. I'm gonna do the post game show probably up until the Cavs game, but I'm gonna enjoy the Cavs game by myself probably. I might tweet about it. Follow me on Twitter if you want to hear my thoughts on the Cavs game. Big 3rd-and-1 for Pittsburgh. Yeah, we need to draft a punt returner. That's one thing I think. We need to draft somebody who could return punts. Oh, they got it. Man, what's Pittsburgh doing here? Yeah, they switched it over to the Browns, right? Yeah, it was clear that AJ Green got the recovery, and he was down. Yeah, they look right here on the thing. Yeah, Mike Thomas does a good job punching out, but AJ Green, the third, gets on top of the ball right there. He gets possession, and then he's touched down. Browns ball. Yeah, I don't know why they even gave Bengal fans hope.
Either way, they got it right, but that was a tremendous effort.
After Thomas punched it out,
That was perfect execution. Thomas punching that ball out.
Oh, damn, Blast, I'm a loser. You're blocked. Fuck around and find out. Yes! Well, look at that differential. We've been terrible in the 4th quarter.
Pittsburgh still trailing Baltimore by 4. If the Steelers come back and win, coupled with the Colts' loss, Pittsburgh can clinch a playoff berth as long as the Raiders-Chargers game does not end in a tie.
That's the wacky Week 18.
And how about the Ravens? They needed 4 things to happen, and 2 of the 4 going their way. They lead the Steelers. Colts are losing. They would also need a Chargers loss and a Miami loss. Dolphins take on the Patriots later today. So there's still a lot out there in the AFC. Bengals with 6 possible opponents next weekend.
Yeah, well, the Bengals, they really need to focus on.
I don't ever want to hear about no damn Case Keenum, though, no more, bro.
Rushing hasn't been there, passing it okay at best.
DeErnest.
Move the chains, picks up a Cleveland first down. We talked a little bit earlier about your draft class mate, Ben Roethlisberger. How about his career numbers against the division rivals?
Man, why they doing this shit, man? Leave me alone. We did this all last week. Why now, bro? What does Ben have to do with this game? Leave this shit out of my face, man.
Won 2 Super Bowls. Remember going up against him. The offenses that they had, trying to match their hits with their defense was
Oh, shit. Dearness still on his feet? Dearness! Dearness! Oh, that's who's on the broadcast. I didn't know Jonathan Boover did this.
Well, I was actually pretty good. You know, sometimes I was pretty good, and I remember that one clear as day. He actually beat us, as I said, in the playoffs, and you know, we knew that we were going to have some nice matchups down the road. He was going to have a long career as he did. It's a game of attrition. His body couldn't hold up anymore, but you know, future Hall of Famer, no doubt.
You still look exactly the same as you did that day.
Thanks. So basically, I look 40 years old when I was 20. Thanks. Thanks.
Ravens leading, big bet on the Steelers. 10-6.
Bro, they going to get the ticker right? Why are they saying it's third down? Oh, first down.
These games don't matter. Jacksonville has literally nothing to play for, and they're beating the brakes off the Indianapolis Colts.
Ronell Rand is the injured Bengal.
My daughter has type 2 diabetes, and lately I've seen this change in her.
Once weekly Trulicity is proven to help lower A1C.
What is going on?
Blood sugar from the first dose, and you could lose up to 10 pounds. Trulicity is for type 2 diabetes. It isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. It's not approved for use in children. Don't take Trulicity if you're allergic to it. You or your family have medullary thyroid cancer or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, changes in vision, or diabetic retinopathy. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with sulfonylurea or insulin raises low blood sugar risk. Side effects include nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea, which can lead to dehydration and may worsen kidney problems. Ask your doctor about once weekly Trulicity.
This is the move right here. Boom. Boom.
My turn. My bag of chips. Or your crunch wrap.
I think we have.
All right, man. I've been keeping track of this argument going on in chat, and I'm just going to declare a winner. I'm just going to declare a winner. I'm just going to declare a winner, baby. Chat, do with that what you want. There was too many weak jokes. Too many weak jokes coming from that individual for me to justify it anymore. Had to hit the hammer on him. Y'all licking me now? What are you talking about? Somebody say he wear assless chaps. Okay, chat.
Throughout the day in the AFC. Teams still battling to get into the
Texas coming back. Are we gonna get if we beat the Cincinnati, who gets the 1 seed though? Well, it's gonna be the Chiefs.
18 consecutive points. They trail Tennessee 21-0. So a Houston victory, and Cincinnati, they would have to win as well. Still a shot at that number 2 seed and a potential second home game for the Bengals.
Well, the offense has to get going. Defense has been helping out as much as they can. You know, they only have 100 yards, less than 150 yards. I know that offensively. So if they're going to win this game, offense has to make something happen when they get the ball again.
Hey, we're good. Case Keenum says we're good. Takes the snap, hands it off to Johnson.
Good run.
And Johnson is down inside the 18-yard line. Lindsay.
Number 68, Chupo for the Bengals. We can tell you guys that he has been declared out.
Josh Chupo, defensive lineman for Cincinnati. He will not return.
He was slated to get a lot of action today. They wanted to see him. Some of these young guys really get in there and perform and see how they can do.
Oh, good run, D.
Johnson picks up a Browns first down. So again, the Browns would get the number 2 seed, or the Bengals will
Browns gonna get the 2 seed if we win.
loss. They lead by 3, and then they would need either a Bills win or a Patriots loss later today.
Yeah, think is far-fetched. Titans hold a slim 3-point lead, and then, of course, the Bills, they're going to want to win the game. We've seen how these games are going right now.
Boy, who getting hurt?
Continue to pile up for the Bengals.
Next question. Archie, is this your first meeting with Caesar and Cleopatra?
We met in Miami in 2007.
Ah, the helmet kit. Right, you know?
Actually, that was 2008 in Phoenix. Miami was Peyton's first Super Bowl.
Also great, but not as great as the helmet catch. I would have hit with the numbers, probably.
Who cares? We're all Caesars. Am I right? Even Cooper. He's my favorite.
Happy holidays, everyone.
Nice.
Cooper Manning does look just. All the Manning brothers look the exact same, man. Except for Eli. Eli looks shorter and smaller, but you know what I mean. Cooper and Peyton look the exact same.
And it's something that they sorely needed as we started this possession. We talked about what the Steelers had to do because they've got to help their offense.
Oh, they stopped them.
So how do you help your offense? Give them better field position to work under. Able to hold Baltimore down, who's been running the ball so effectively in the second half and forcing the punt.
Well, this Baltimore-Pittsburgh game just turned into a play-in game. Oh, my God. Ray-May McLeod almost ran it back. Steelers got the ball in the 50 with 8:07 left. It's a wild Sunday, man. It's a wild Sunday. Oh, I got nervous. I was like, did we just get scored on? Somebody with the super chat, Rex says Daniel Jones looked like an actor cast to play Eli Manning on a biopic about Peyton Manning. Yeah, it's true. That's facts. That's true.
Ryan Kenya, Levi Orsinger, Mark Lawford celebrating a birthday today, and last but certainly not least, Sid Drexler and Jared Lagrani there with us each and every
Bruh, can I get an honest? Is Case Keenum going to turn the ball over? Can we get one time in the red zone where he don't turn the ball over, man?
Stadiums around the country.
If you want to maximize my performance, a dome game is best. I'll just leave it at that.
Folks, he is the definition of soft.
Peyton Manning would be played by a DH Tom Hanks.
Trip down to the field today.
No, I opted out of it. I didn't pass on it. I opted out.
Second and 10.
Got 1-on-1 up top. No safety. Dearness.
Scored a touchdown earlier. Clay Johnston comes up to make the tackle, and our leader, the great Fred Morrison, along with Director Brian Lilly, Associate Director Caden Pfeiffer, Tony Novak,
and no way you give the ball to Case Keenum in this situation, right? You just run the ball and kick your little field goal. Oh, good Lord. Bro, he's about to turn the ball over again. Oh, shit. Oh, he got it.
And this was a nice adjustment. Kevin Stefanski. Surprising, no doubt. I was ready to see him do a jump with a dog pound, but I love this is a flat look defensively. So Kevin Stefanski, instead of trying to
there we go, man. Just quick screen, baby. You can't fuck it up. There you go. There you go.
one-on-one, and nobody wanted to touch.
Bruh, y'all act like I haven't seen him turn the ball over in the red zone like 3 times today. Of course I don't want him to have the ball that long. Now we need to calm down talking about the Browns on the Bengals this year. I mean, we did sweep them. Well, we might sweep them, but like, you know what I mean? This second game comes under special circumstances. Well, we did sweep them though. They can't talk too much shit.
It's the night before. My Sleep Number 360 smart bed tracks my circadian rhythm, average heart rate, and breathing rate, so I know how well I'm sleeping. It's also temperature balancing, so I stay cool. And it senses my movement and automatically adjusts to help keep me comfortable all night. Sleep Number takes care of the science, so I can focus on other things. The Sleep Number 360 smart bed is on sale now, only from Sleep Number.
Little did Ali know that buying a loaf of bread online would lead him to discover baking? Wherever your passion takes you, pay online with confidence. Visa, a network working for everyone.
This buy one, get one half off, it's offensive. No regard for folks who don't have someone, those who strong-arm their way to the top, only to find they got no one to share the view with. Thank you, Stephen.
Jimmy John's, buy one, get one half off.
On the latest hashtag challenge. Windows create light.
At the birds.
What you're talking about, I thought it was interesting. Guys telling us Tomlin was actually showing up.
Damn, man. Somebody else hurt on the Ravens?
Brian Clark and some of the physical hits trying to make sure that the message was sent. But this game was about the physicality happening in between the lines.
Well, that's a great point, Evan, and we've seen that on display here today. It's been a line of scrimmage type of a game, and Baltimore taking charge of it for much of this half. Here's Pittsburgh with a golden opportunity starting their drive.
Second down and 2. Quickly motion man, give it to him. Quickly turns it upfield, dives.
You got it.
He has got enough.
Well, Steelers are driving. They're at the 40. Only down 4. Tyler Chiz saying all mock drafts saying Garrett Wilson. Thoughts? I like Garrett Wilson. How can anybody hire Urban Meyer, bro? Second and 12 for Pittsburgh. Oh, he called a timeout. All right, let's switch back.
You know why I'm excited? Because the 49ers beat the brakes off of the Rams. Remember that Monday Night Football? They thought it was going to be a cakewalk.
Oh, we didn't make the tackle. Oh, he still got him.
Avoided the first tackle attempt. It was all about Stafford and the defense and blah, blah, blah. And the 49ers is...
Who got hurt? Is that Togiai?
So I can't wait to see that game. I want to see how the Rams come back after getting throttled by them the first time around.
Oh, it's Jordan Elliott.
That's Jordan Elliott pointing to his right knee. Tennessee has scored. They've extended.
I don't know if y'all have seen. We'll watch a video on stream of how bad Urban Meyer was as a coach, but there was a video put out by Flemlo Raps about exactly how terrible he was as a coach. And it perfectly encapsulates why this man will probably never get another head coaching job again, because it's kind of ridiculous what he did there in Jacksonville. And that's only reported in Jacksonville because in the NFL, there's more transparency, right? People have agents. People make money. People are going to tell on you if you ain't doing the good stuff, right? In college, you got too much control for people to be reporting on you. So, you know what I mean? It must have been way worse in college than it was in the NFL, I'll tell you that.
To be best in completion percentage, best
Boo.
second in QB rating. That's what you really want from your quarterback. That's why he's smoking the cigars and having a lot of fun, and everyone's buying in.
He set franchise records for passing yards and touchdowns in one season. See this one out through a combination of right knee injury and quote rest. That is how it was listed on the injury report. On the screen, it's Evans, but he is met immediately by Jacob Phillips.
I'm frankly surprised that Zach Taylor was running this play again. They had all kinds of issues off the edge with the edge or the defensive ends and then just sniffing it out. Jacob Phillips runs right around the offensive lineman and just bombs Evans for that nice tackle.
Speaking of Zach Taylor, how great was it last week? They clinched the North, and then less than 2 hours later, he's at a Sun Brooks basketball game.
And he was more happy about that than actually clinching the North.
Might have been equal. Third down and 10. And the catch is made for a first down by Trent Taylor.
It was playing direct. Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton play for Minnesota? Wait, no, they got to be playing the Bears, right? Okay, yeah, that's what happened.
Finally being able to showcase his talents on that day.
5.5 remaining. New set of downs for the Bengals from their 40-yard line. This is Evans. And we head down to the field. Check back in with Lindsay.
Yeah, Kenny, head coach Zach Taylor, he's happy that Joe Burrow is at home, that he is resting, that he is able to catch up on a bit of a break. And Joe said that, the mental component, the mental...
Bro, y'all talking about like regular college coach. Like Urban Meyer was being the worst human being possible as a head coach. That tells me he probably wasn't that different at Ohio State. It's just when you're in college, nobody reports that kind of stuff because the college has so much control. When you're in the NFL, if you being an asshole, that's going to get out.
Surveying that's out there. He may be watching more film this week than you.
I don't know about that one. I actually was putting in work.
Now, Alan Jones, I know you've been a big fan of Joe Burrow dating back to his days at LSU.
Really have been a big fan. When I was working for the other network, I made the mistake early on in the season of calling him a game manager. He goes and rips Florida defense for like 300-some yards and just went on a tear after that. And ever since then, I've been a huge fan of Joe Burrow. You see the images, him and Jamar Chase. They've developed such a great relationship. I remember they talked about back in college, 10,000 throws. They wanted 10,000 of everything.
3rd and 7.
And you can see how it's paid off now doing it at the NFL level.
Mark Chase earlier today setting a franchise record for receiving yards in the season. Does it as a rookie. Timeout taken by the Bengals. Chad Johnson now number 2 on the list. But what a combination they should be for years to come. And don't forget about T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd.
I know we never talk about the T. Higgins is a phenomenal wide receiver in his own right. It's just that Jamar Chase gets all the credit, gets all the love, deservedly so. But T. Higgins is a force out there.
Higgins over 1,000 yards this season, 74 receptions, 67 for Tyler Boyd, who led the Bengals in receptions each of the last 3 seasons prior to the arrival of Jamar Chase.
Yeah, Tyler Boyd, he's been the one now really working that slot position for them. Third down, completion, playing off the leverage of those nickel cornerbacks, and then T. Higgins.
See something right now.
Watching him at Clemson, those Clemson days, he was phenomenal. He brings those talents over here to Cleveland. So, they've assembled a really, really nasty young group of talented quarterback and receivers.
And then you have Mixon in the backfield. Oh, God. How could I forget? 3rd down and 7. 4.5 to play. Allen fires.
Oh.
Wide open is Taylor. And Trent Taylor picks up a Bengals first down. Took a hard hit at the end of the play. A gain of 26.
Yeah, and this is what I like from the Bengals offense. Trent Taylor, he's reading the coverage as he's running and realizes I just need to settle in the middle. The Browns were trying to run this kind of inverted cover 2, and as soon as you do that, you're going to have the middle of the field open. And what a shot. Oh, boy.
MJ Stewart.
MJ Stewart laying the
I mean, we know that.
Under 4 minutes remaining. Kenny Albert, Jonathan Vilma, Lindsey Zodiac in Cleveland. From the 31, Allen rolling right, and then he dumps it off.
Why push him out of bounds? I mean, it don't matter.
Thank you, Kenny. Well, if this holds up, it looks like all roads lead to the Titans locking up that number 1 seed in the AFC. Tannehill to Julio Jones, 3-yard score. Titans in front, 28-18. Kenny?
All right, so all roads will lead through Nashville. As long as the Titans hang on, they would clinch the number 1 seed. The Steelers have taken the lead over the Ravens.
LOL, bro. LOL, bro. They missed the field goal or the extra point attempt, the 2-point conversion. I don't know, man. They down 2 points in 2 minutes with Justin Tucker. Sounds like a rap dog.
Looking for Mike Thomas. Here's Jamar Chase, who set the record earlier.
There he is, Mr. Do it all for them. He can catch the deep ball. He can catch the intermediate routes. On that play, just caught a quick little wide receiver bubble screen. Takes it for the or shouldn't say the distance, but really the distance.
Well, that's definitely not Jamar Chase that they're focusing on right now.
The franchise record was held by Chad Johnson. He also holds the NFL rookie record in the Super Bowl era. Back in 1960, Bill Groman of the Houston Oilers finished with 1,473 yards. That's 18 more than Chase this season. When we spoke to Zach Taylor yesterday, he said in his mind the franchise record
Kind of want to switch to that.
Yes. The number 2 priority is keeping him healthy for the postseason.
Exactly. He had right in that order too, right? He told us, look, we're going to go. We're going to give him a shot to get those 12 yards. And
Okay, Pittsburgh kicked the extra point.
He said, right after that, we
So
want him healthy and ready to go for next week.
It's now 13-10 Steelers over the Ravens. Baltimore will be eliminated with a loss. How about the Steelers? Ben Roethlisberger still could have an opportunity to play some postseason football. There's Allen on first down.
Oh.
Pass nearly picked off by Jacob Phillips.
Damn.
Wow. Now this is an option route. Trent Taylor's running an option route.
Let me get my iPad. I'm going to watch that on the iPad.
That ball was thrown so hard, Phillips. He didn't have enough time to react. He was about to start going with Trent Taylor to keep that coverage, and then that ball was right on him. But Phillips has made a couple nice plays in this series, and so far that Browns defense, they have kept the Bengals in check.
Biggest shot of the day is Jacksonville 26, Indianapolis 3.
That's unbelievable. Would have never thought that.
Colts had a tremendous second half of the season after the 0-3 start. Allen's pass to the end zone, and it's MJ Stewart.
Good stop.
So with 2:37 remaining, it'll be 3rd down and 6.
Oh, Tyler Huntley on the drive, though. Tyler Huntley, where you got the ball at on the 2-minute?
No quitting. That's what I love about these divisional matchups. Don't care about playoffs and seeding and who went to the Pro Bowl. And
Oh, they're within Justin Tucker's range.
you want to beat your division opponent. That's the first thing you're taught as soon as you get to any of these franchises.
Oh, false start.
There's Allen on 3rd down. Dumps it off.
No, sir.
Inside the 10, down the sideline, Evans. And he steps out of bounds just inside the 5-yard line.
Yeah, so this is interesting. If the Bengals kick this field goal, as we see Chris Evans.
There's no way they just don't go for this, right?
To the 4th down. If the Bengals kick a field goal, they're down by 8. Right? And it looks like they're going to go for it. Zach Taylor's not bringing on the kicking team, but I would rather kick the field goal, be down by 8, try to get the onside, and then go for a touchdown. If you don't get it here on this 4th and 1, it's a 2-score game, and you have 1 timeout left. Well, technically 2.
They're going to call timeout here.
Play clock winding down, and now the Bengals use that final timeout.
Final timeout.
Damn, why they do the Bengals like this?
NFL history. 2 receivers with 1,000 yards coming into this weekend, under the age of 23, and then you add in Joe Burrow and Joe Mixon. First team in NFL history. Ready for this, Jonathan? A 4,000-yard passer, 1,000-yard rusher, 2,000-yard receivers, all 25 or younger.
Teague is at 1,400 yards receiving this year? Jeez.
Zach Taylor has set himself up for the future. These next 5 years, if you can keep all those guys, unfortunately, the business side may take over and contracts. And,
Oh, they have to. I was about to say it. It's reverse, right? Jamar Chase has 1,400 yards, right? Okay, I was about to say that doesn't make no sense.
They win the North this season. 4th down and 1.
Best turnaround in football this season.
Allen on 4th down.
Well, they got it.
Catch is made by Evans for a Bengals touchdown. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays
That brings them within 5.
Now they naturally go for 2. And where have the Bengals had success?
Oh, yeah, they're going to go for 2.
On the perimeter, out on the edges today. And listen, they
Hey, this Ravens-Steelers game's back on, though.
has played very well, but when they needed something, Brandon Allen getting out on the edge, flanking the
Ravens got the ball at the 35 with 2 minutes left. They're going to run it, throw. Mark Andrews almost got it. No good. Steelers have 2 timeouts left. Well, what the hell was that? A 6-point game or 5-point game? Yeah, 5-point game.
Trent Taylor went right out to the flat. The 2 receivers up top, they were doing, their quote-unquote
Baltimore's got to run the ball here on 2nd down.
way of the defenders. And
Brown's waiting to get the ball back after the failed 2-point conversion by Cincinnati. Oh, they're going to throw again. They got it. It's going to be about a 3rd and 1. They're going to rush back to the ball.
many a times,
Nah, they can take their time.
supposed to throw it out to Trent Taylor. He's not supposed to sit down. Trent Taylor's supposed to keep running towards the sideline like he was doing, and he's talking about it. Just keep going. He's right. They weren't on the same page.
And they were stopped. They called timeout. Pittsburgh going to call timeout? They going to call timeout? Pittsburgh's not calling timeout. Why are they not calling timeout?
Still got time to score.
Okay, they call timeout.
For Indianapolis, I'm referring to. And it's
Somebody call a timeout.
right here. Bengals with no timeouts. They're going to go for the onside kick. Still have the 2-minute warning.
Oh, bro, are you serious? Oh, my goodness. Okay, I think we got it. I think we got it. Nah, I think we got it.
Officials attempting to get to the bottom of the
Jump ball.
What's going on down there, Jonathan?
Don't nobody know who got that shit.
That ball is probably exchanged between Bengals and Browns 4 different times now.
Bro, this is the longest pile I've ever seen.
Meanwhile, nobody wants to get up.
Well, Justin Tucker made his field goal.
No one's
So it's tied up 13-13 in Baltimore. Ben's going to get one last shot. Only the Bengals care about it. But we are terrible at onside kick recovery this year. We are 0 for 2. Well, we might be 0 for 2. We fumbled both onside kicks, though. We might have gotten lucky here. I think we got it. Bruh, how long we going to have these men down there? This is ridiculous, bro. Somebody can get hurt.
Browns football. Nope, nope. There we go.
All right, bro. Y'all can let go now. They've announced it on the PA. That boy was down there with no helmet that whole time, man. Watch us go 3 and out and give him the 2-minute warning still. Oh, he's down at that point. All right, man. Ben's out there with what, 1:30 left? How much time he got left? Harrison Bryant, man. Why is he ever on a hands team? Shout out MJ Stewart. Oh, he didn't get it either. Okay, Harrison Bryant got back on it. All right, 1:13 left. 1:13 left in this Steelers game. We're going to focus on this real quick. Ben back to drop. Throws it. They get to about the 35, man, but they get tackled in bounds. Browns do have possession. That's not going to be overturned in replay. It's too crowded. Steelers, 1 timeout left, 57 seconds left. And what happened? Browns going to run the ball here. Good. They're going to take that to a 2-minute. Cincinnati has no timeouts left. Cincinnati cannot stop the clock. All right, so the Browns, barring a turnover, should win this game. Pittsburgh wins, they're in, right? Like no other complications. They win, they're in, and if there's no tie, they're in. See if Ben has one more game-winning drive left in him. Baltimore going to go all out here. Oh, and he missed a wide open Ray McLeod there. As we wait for the Browns game to come out. Since y'all want to see the cat. 2nd and 10 again for Pittsburgh. Drops back, throws it, can get out of bounds. About 5-yard gain, 3rd and 5. 48 seconds left, 3rd and 5. They're going to have to throw the ball. Now you wonder, hey, can they give Baltimore enough time to get a field goal before the end of this game? That will win it for Baltimore, too. Because Baltimore still has 2 timeouts. can't throw an interception here. Throws it to Pat Fryermuth, and he does not get that. That's short. That's short. Do you go for this? This is an interesting situation Pittsburgh's in. They're at their own 40. That's Justin Tucker field goal range. You got to punt. You have to punt. Browns about a first down away from winning this game. They're going for it. They're going for it? No, they're coming off. And Dearness Johnson gets the first down. Oh, he might have gotten it. That might end the game right there. Yeah, it's ending the game. Oof. Yeah, I understand why you make that decision, man. You can't give Baltimore the ball potentially in field goal range with Justin Tucker. Yep, Case Keenum gets the first down, and the Browns will win this game. They will sweep the Cincinnati Bengals.
Fryermuth tried to extend, but his momentum carried him to the sideline. He was cradling the ball with his right arm and could not get the necessary yardage. So, Baltimore gets an opportunity here from the 18.
Huntley to Andrews. They get about 10 yards on that play. All right, that's ball game.
Andrews coming from your left to the right, chips away on TJ Watt, gets into his route, gets a nice straight arm in on Terrell Edmonds and accelerates to get out of bounds and stop the clock. Chips away on TJ Watt, gets into his route, gets a nice straight arm in.
Alone. 13-13, 30 seconds left. If Pittsburgh wins, they're almost all but in. Wait, good throw. Oh, wow, did he drop it out of bounds? Hollywood Brown. Oh. He did everything but finish. Oh. Rex Fortune said Jacob Phillips has been looking solid. Very good game today. If he's ready to step up at Mike, we could re-sign Walker or Malcolm Smith. Yeah, just keep Malcolm Smith, JOK, and bring back Jacob Phillips, and we good. Appreciate the super chat, Rex. Tyler Huntley back. Uh-oh, he almost gave up the sack to TJ. 2nd and 10. But you know how the Ravens be getting these crazy plays at the end of games here late. And Pittsburgh has been giving up big plays all year. We'll see. Third and 10 for Baltimore. Huntley going to drop back, throws it up to, ooh, he almost threw an interception. And they're going to have to punt. This is going to go to overtime. Let me put a poll up. All right, Chad, I'm about to put up a poll. Answer it, please. Should I stay till the end of this Baltimore Pittsburgh game? Do y'all want me to stay? Either way, regardless of if I stay or not, the post game show is not going to be till 5. So it doesn't change anything. It just changes if I get off stream earlier. Y'all saying stay? Yeah, okay, we staying in. All right, man, we're going to check this thing out for overtime. I'll be right back.
We are going to overtime in Baltimore. This is the end of the game. We go to overtime. And uniquely fitting that the Steelers and Ravens will play an extra period to determine who stays alive in the playoff chase.
A low-scoring game on a rainy, cold day. Opportunity to go to the playoffs. Needed help. Got the first help that they needed for both of these teams. And now we take it to an extra period, extra 10 minutes to see who advances. Or potentially advances for Baltimore.
Gentlemen, welcome to overtime. The rules of overtime in the regular season are as follows. There'll be 10 minutes on the clock. Fourth quarter timing rules will be in effect. Each team will have one possession unless the first team scores a touchdown or there's a defensive score. All reviews are initiated by the booth. Each team will have 2 timeouts. And if we end in a tie, the game ends in a tie. Pittsburgh, you're still the visitor here for all the toss. This is still a heads. That's still a tails. That's still heads. That's still tails. What's your call, Ben? He's called heads. Heads is the call. It is a tails. You let the ball return to us to take. You take where you are, man. Baltimore will receive on this end. Good luck, gentlemen. The Ravens win the toss. They'll get the football when we come back for overtime in Baltimore.
This is the planning effect. This is how it feels to have a dedicated Fidelity advisor looking at your full financial picture. This is what it's like to have a comprehensive wealth plan with tax-smart investing strategies designed to help you keep more of what you earn and set aside more for things like healthcare or whatever comes down the road. This is the planning effect from Fidelity.
Hun, those ribs ready?
Ribs, better with Pepsi.
Number guys in chat, I need this answered. What happens if both the Ravens and the Steelers tie? Are they both out if that happens? Somebody let me know, because if that's the case, boy, I'm ready for a tie. Let's go, ties.
And the Chargers and Las Vegas are in the wild card positions, but still a lot can happen here, including the result of this one.
Let's get this tie, baby.
Duvernay from the 6-yard line. Sheds one tackler and gets hit at the 24 by Ulysses Gilbert III. So we just heard from Sean Hockley. Regulation is over. Regular season rules for overtime, 1 10-minute period. Touchdown or safety on the first possession wins the game. If score is tied after each team's first possession, then the next score will win it. And by the way, Charles, a tie does neither of these teams any good.
Let's go get a tie, baby. Let's go. Let's go tie. Yeah, get that thing. Look. When you rooting for a tie, here's what you need to happen. Get that thing to the 50, stall out. You know what I mean? They need to drive strong, run it to the 50, stall out. There you go. It's good, man.
Number 70, the offensive guard helping clear the way, and Latavius Murray doing a lot of his own heavy lifting, taking 3 Pittsburgh Steelers
a big back, power and strength at 6'3", 230 pounds.
Come on, get 15 more yards and stall out. Detroit won? That was dumb. They would have had the first pick and they lost.
Well handled there by the Steelers front as Murray was trying to get some extra yards after contact. Joe Schobert with a tackle. Second down and 6. And Roethlisberger waits for his chance. The Ravens can end it here with a touchdown.
Yeah, but Jacksonville had the tiebreaker over Detroit because Detroit got that tie. There you go. There you go. Let that clock run, baby. Let that clock run, baby. Well, Justin made a 65-yarder. If you want to know, somebody asked, was Justin Tucker's longest field goal he's ever kicked? What's the NFL record? Because he said it. It's like a 64 or 66-yard. That's at the 55-yard line. He kicked that thing. All right, y'all, let's stop these disingenuous. Case Keenum did so good against the Bengals. He played against, like, the Bengals D-tier unit. Like, they did not put any of their starters out there. Let's not act like this game mattered for anybody. Yeah, I mean, we didn't even want to win the game coming in. Let's stop doing that. Let's not. There are a lot of ways to pile on Baker Mayfield. Just use the tape that he put out there. Don't have to add all this disingenuous shit on top of it. Black Hole with the Super Chat. Great stream. Hope you stream some Cavs games too. Appreciate the Super Chat, man. Did he get the first down? I mean, let's be real here. The Browns' backups pretty much beat the Bengals' backups. It's not much to be too proud about, like on either side. Oh! I'm not. This ain't the week where I'm talking junk to Bengal fans. And win's a win. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's cool. It's better than losing the last game. Well, to me. To some people, it's not. There we go. Stall out at the 50, baby. Come on, run. Run. Oh. Punt, baby. Let's go. Team tie. Team tie. Let's go. Steelers, do what you do, baby. Do what you do. Stall out on offense so we can tie this thing up. Let's go. Team tie. Hey, hold on, man. Y'all going look. Diddy is a Bengal fan, but y'all not about to be disrespectful to Diddy. Y'all gonna keep it respectful down there. We gonna keep it respectful. Diddy's a nice dude. I like Diddy. Oh, he catch that. Oh, Najee. Let's go. Get to the 50, man. Waste as much. No. See, I see people, first down. No. When you cheering for a tie, baby, you want them to get the ball as close to midfield as possible. And then when they get to midfield, punt. That means that both offenses are going to have terrible field position all quarter, which heightens the chances of a tie. This is why your team tie. Let's go. They need to run the ball, though. Get this clock down. Yeah. Let's go, Najee. Keep them legs moving, baby. There you go. Team tie. Y'all on some wild shit. Diddy is always respectful. Don't act like it. Yeah. He's just pointing out that they're in the playoffs and we ain't. I don't understand where the disrespect is. Again, this game ain't the game to use a shit talk fodder. I don't understand why we doing that. Let's go. For anybody, it's not a game to use a shit talk fodder. Second is 7. Oh, he just missed him. Professor Chaos says if Baker plays like he did at the end of 2020 next season, would that change anything for me? No. Because I know that the other shoe's gonna drop with him, or I feel like the other shoe's gonna drop with him. He might have a good year, he might have a bad year. It's just too. I'm not changing anything when it comes to him long term. Like unless he wins a Super Bowl, you get that long term contract just because you won a Super Bowl. But even then, I would be shaky on it. Like I just don't trust the man long term no more, and I don't know what he could do to change that. Oh damn! Why they let him out of bounds though? All right, man. They need to run this ball so this clock gets knocked out a little bit. Maybe get some penalties. We team tying this boy. Y'all act like I just went 180 on Baker because of one thing. I went 180 on Baker because of his play on the field. That's when I was done with his play was bad. And then he did the normal Baker stuff, which is complain about the coaching staff in public, which is, do the whole thing where he's going to beef with media members. Like, I'm done with that shit from Baker, especially if he's going to play like he does, which is garbage. This has been, y'all act like Baker played bad one game. It's been the whole year, dog. Stop acting like Baker ain't been bad all year. By the way, good stop, team tie. Stop acting like that. Baker been bad the whole year. What are you talking about? I had a positive attitude when they still had a chance to make the playoffs, but then when they blew that, what am I going to be positive about? Right, when we had a chance to make the playoffs, I got to support whoever's out there. But once that's gone, we got to talk about next year. And the conversation with next year starts with Baker Mayfield. Let's go. 3rd and 9, team tie, baby. 3 minutes left, y'all. 3:50. They got about 3:50. $3.50 left. Come on, Ben. This is a perfect time to take a sack. Oh, come on. Get there. Get there. Get there. Oh, damn. What are they doing? What are the Ravens doing? Oh, no. Get a penalty. Get a penalty. Come on. Get a penalty. Oh, boy. Got cooked. Oh, my God. Jimmy Smith got cooked.
Remember in the first half, they laid that route, the same route down. And this time when they flat out needed it, he does it again. Little whip route, come inside.
All right, man. We need an offside. We need a holding penalty. That's what we need right now for team tie. A holding penalty. A nice, fat, juicy one. We good. Team tie. We still good. There you go. Good stop. Good stop. Team tie. Let's get it.
41-yard line. That's a gain of 2. 3:10 left in overtime. The clock is rolling.
A lot of teams have been in a position now where it's just run, try and set it up for your field goal kicker. But you have an 18-year veteran that you have the ultimate trust in. I expect Pittsburgh to throw the ball on this down.
Second and 8, baby. There you go. Incomplete pass or holding. Nope. No, they hit the ground. They hit the ground. Incomplete. 3rd and 8, baby. Let's go. Team tie looking good. Team tie looking good.
It is incomplete. The right call in a few moments. We will be taking some of you to the start of your local game. We will keep you updated on this one.
DB Dog says he's been bad, but with Baker pissed after the Steelers game, after Stefanski gave Hudson no help because he was killing Baker, wouldn't you have been pissed too? It don't matter if he was pissed. It don't even matter if he's right. What franchise quarterback throws his coach under the bus? Vice versa, right? It would have been unacceptable if when Baker threw 4 interceptions against Green Bay. If Kevin Stefanski would have went out there and said the obvious, that would have been unacceptable if he blamed that loss on Baker Mayfield, right? Are we in agreement on that? So why in the world is it acceptable the other way around? It's not. It's not an acceptable way to be a leader. It straight up is not. I don't want my coach throwing the player under the bus, and I don't want my player throwing the coach under the bus unless you are a great player. And Baker ain't no great player.
As mentioned, a tie does you no good. There's only one option for the Steelers at this stage. They have to get points. They've got to win.
And that on top of his play, I'm just long term, I'm out on the dude. Oh, Deontay, baby. Team tie. Let's go. Deontay drops it. He's back with a vengeance. Ja. Oh, they going to go for it. What are they doing? They are ruining team tie right now. I hate the Steelers. I hate the Steelers. Why are they ruining team tie? What are they doing right now? Punt the ball, baby.
Punt here does nothing for you. If Baltimore gets the ball back, they can either try to drive down the field, get Tucker into field goal range, or bleed the clock if the game is over. And neither team has anything to show for this Week 18 game.
If you're going to go for it, it's because a lot of it is because of what Evan has reported to us about the swirling wind, how difficult the conditions they are. So you have to go for it to try to pick up a first.
They're going to kick it? No, they got to go for it. They don't got Justin Tucker, dog. Team tie, baby. Team tie. I don't know what team tie I want right now. All right, I need Pittsburgh to get like 5 yards on this miss attempt. Oh, they got it. Damn, Baltimore, y'all f- this up, man. All right, we need some penalties. We need some penalties. Wait, did that hit the ground? Wait, did that hit the ground?
He got that pass Calais Campbell, the tower and mountain of a man. The ball goes past his
It is raining, though. He could miss this field goal.
He talked last week about what it was like growing up, watching Roethlisberger play, now playing with him. And he comes up with that type of a catch to keep Ben Roethlisberger's time on the field extended.
And maybe literally extended into next week. Baltimore has used the timeout. Now the Steelers are looking at a 49-yard field goal attempt if they gain no more yards. But there's still plenty of time. 2:18 left in OT.
And you like the cool of Boswell.
Bruh, Baker has like an amazing year next year. I'll be happy for him. He'll get that bag somewhere else.
Quite well himself for 50-plus yards, 17 and 21 in his career.
Najee Harris in the backfield, 3 tight ends in this formation. Handed off Harris.
Man, we need them to hold.
No gain on the play.
We need a holding penalty right here.
By Campbell for Baltimore.
Their final time of the overtime, 30 seconds to land.
So Baltimore is
All right, now that's good for team tie.
a 2-minute warning in overtime as well, so that will stop the clock. It is 2nd down and 10 for Pittsburgh. Just moments ago, Jacksonville wrapped up a victory over Indianapolis, which has uncorked a number of possibilities in the AFC playoff race.
They hand the ball inside. Ball security paramount. 2 hands on it.
Claypool in motion.
Oh, get him. Get him. Oh, what the hell are you doing? There's got to be a hold in there somewhere. Throw a flag. Come on. Throw a flag.
14 yards as he cut to the perimeter.
Stacking up inside now on the bounce.
They messing up, man.
Just a bit too far. Number 22 for Baltimore, the corner. His angle too steep inside. Now he can't bounce outside and dance with Najee.
How you get blocked by Chase Claypool?
And uses Claypool as a shield to gain additional yardage.
Nah, Chris Boswell ain't shanking that. Well, we got Tyrod back from Houston. That is, I don't know. I don't know about that one.
Roethlisberger takes a knee.
I don't know about that one.
Timeouts. We have hit the 2-minute warning in overtime. Next score wins.
With Farmers Auto multi-policy discount, the more policies you have with us, the more you can save on your auto insurance.
Hey, hon. My what?
Well, you get a discount for insuring your jet skis and
All right, it's going to be up to the kicker, man.
RV, life,
Boswell's a good kicker, though. He's probably going to make this.
to 45%. That's a whole lot of discounts. Well,
But if he don't, it's team tie.
things, and you could save a whole lot of something with Farmers Policy Perks. 17-yard run.
went to the gym early.
The best in Canton are never smiling, not even Peyton Manning. And he's always enjoying himself in real life. So for someone we've enjoyed watching on and off the field, we made him a second bust, one that enshrines his love of life. Behold,
Cat's back.
Michelob Ultra Smiling Peyton Bust Tap Handle.
Cat's back. She tearing up the couch.
Coming up next, second half of our
He's
doubleheader,
gonna scratch it up in front of
Carolina,
me.
Tampa Bay, New England at Miami, and Buffalo hosting the Jets. So here we go.
It's pretty wet.
They put their trust in Chris Boswell. 36-yard attempt. Cruz
Oh, ain't no damn win. He going to make this.
sweeps the leg, and that is a winner for Pittsburgh.
Baltimore had one job, dog.
On the brink of an unlikely playoff spot. And maybe this isn't the last dance for Big Ben. 16-13. The Steelers get it done.
Bro, the Steelers really about to make the playoffs.
Pittsburgh improves to 9-7-1. Chris Boswell knocks through the game winner.
Gross. Disgusting. But, and you know what makes this worse? This puts us in third place, dog. This puts us in third place, man. Because we got the tiebreaker over Baltimore. Right? Yeah, we got the tiebreaker. That's another division. That's another, yeah, we got the tiebreaker over Baltimore, man. I mean, it does put Baltimore in the basement. I'm about to troll Baltimore. Baltimore in the dirt. They in the basement. TJ ain't break that record neither. Damn. Damn. All right, let's see what it puts us in draft order. Let me see. And then we'll go to the post-game show. All right. So they have the Browns at pick 13. We exact same spot we came in at. And if we would have lost, we would have been at 7 and 10. We would have been at 11. Yeah, because we would have been at 11 depending. Yeah, we would have been we would have been at 12. We would have only moved up one spot. We would have only moved up one spot. And we didn't lose much. Right, because at 7 and 10, if Atlanta loses, we would still be behind Atlanta. Yeah, we would only move up to 12. Because we're going to be behind Denver, we're going to be behind Washington, we're going to be behind Atlanta. If they have 10 losses, so we would be at 12. We gained virtually nothing, and we lost virtually nothing. All right, we fine. We fine. We got the 13th pick right now. If Atlanta wins, what's their strength of schedule? We would still have the 13th pick if Atlanta wins because we have a tough strength of schedule. And we have a harder strength of schedule than... Yeah, once Washington lost, once Washington won, that's the only way we could have gotten to the top 10. If Washington would have won, and then we would have lost. So, we didn't lose much. But yeah, that's the draft order right now. Browns 13. We're going to wait on Atlanta, but everything else is determined. All right, y'all. Well, we're going to be back in about 20 minutes. We're going to start this post-game show at like 5-ish. So we'll be back with that. But until then, man, I'll see y'all then.